are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. We're dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. You search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars. We're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Mysterious, that's the part you always show. 'Cause you're too curious. Maybe you should take it slow. Reaching for stars. I wonder where you are. Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me turn this music down. Hold on, baby.
Okay.
We are on live, just so you know. Turn this off real quick. Turn this music off. Give me a second. We are live on here, so yeah. You already know, and I know you're already heading back there, but I just wanted to give you a heads up. You know what I mean. You know what's going on. You know what time it is. I'm gonna put this over the top of the screen. So that way your face ain't got to be shown. I don't want them to know where you're at, but just to know you're on the way back there, bitch. You want to fucking play this game?
I am.
Fucking play this motherfucking game, bitch. I fucking told you. That's why I'm so goddamn glad you guys by. I'm so fucking glad you girls stayed there. I'm so fucking glad.
I'm blown away. It's just, oh Lord, the audacity.
This is what she did. She wanted to get herself arrested. That's what she's trying to do. So she's seen how much money it brought in.
Yep, that's exactly what I think. She's trying to set herself up for this big lawsuit she thinks she's going to have.
Yep.
Lord have mercy. What is wrong with the people that believe this bullshit? What is wrong with the people that cannot see through her nonsense? It is disgusting to me. I can't take it. I cannot take it.
Press. She's a fucking YouTuber.
I cannot take it. I did just see on the live, I guess she's got 20 minutes and then she's got to leave. They're going to make her leave. She made it clear to the sheriff her intent to sue him, but they're making her leave. She's got till noon. She's going to pack up and leave, and then she said she'd be back in a couple weeks. So I don't know. I'm going north. I turned around. I'm going back, but then I seen where they can.
And you know what? Let me tell you something else. Hold on real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, she's trying to set herself up for this nice little lawsuit she thinks she's trying to get.
Yeah. Oh. What's that?
I said I had shit to do today.
Yep. Yo, no, I want to go home and see my family. I miss them. That's what she said she was leaving. She's got to leave by noon, and then she said she's gonna be back in 2 weeks. So I'm not sure by the time if I get back. I think her fight now is with the sheriff's department, which she can have at it. So
it is.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
That's her whole thing. That's her whole fucking thing.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. She's trying to set herself up for a nice little lawsuit.
That's exactly what she's doing.
And she's a grifter. Yeah, she is. She's a fucking grifter for sure.
Yeah, she is. Oh, she is a professional skank, in my opinion. Sorry, not sorry. I cannot stand this woman. Lord have mercy. I don't know, but like I said, I watched her live as hard as it was because I can't even hate watch her anymore. I can hardly even watch clip channels of the witch, and it was bad enough seeing her in person for the little bit of time that I did.
County commissioners, you've allowed this to happen.
For the county commissioners, I got I'm streaming somebody else's stream.
Doubled down in his campaign to disrupt. Whether you like protecting the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution or whatever amendment it is here for Georgia, no,
it's not you, it's me.
But I can tell you, don't say you're for the people when you're not for the people. I suggest anybody that's in Savannah, Georgia, to fire their entire county commissioner body, the entire county. I don't care if there's a good one on there. The entire county commissioner body and start anew. That's what you need to do. If you want to protect yourself, that's the only thing that you guys can do at this moment in time. The only thing. So again, we're coming back with very powerful attorneys, and we are going to rock the city or the county of Chatham. The Chatham County Police Department, you do not have the right to violate people's constitutional rights or civil liberty.
Bullshit. Shit.
That you have that right. You do not have that right. So we will be back here with our attorneys, and we will be sitting right here in this lawn. And if you don't like it, follow the law, because I know I do.
No, you don't. Your tags are bad. Tags are bad.
She's such a joke.
Hell yeah, she's a fucking joke. She's a fucking piece of shit.
Lord have mercy. Okay, so, but the thing is, they are making her move.
I think I'm finna pack my fucking bag, man. That's what I think. I think I'm gonna pack my fucking bag and head my fucking big ass right on down there.
Well, like she just said on her live, I think she did this to make her little point that they can't tell her what to do. She is leaving at noon. By the time I get there, I'm not even done.
She's already packing her shit up to leave. So she went out there for a whole 5 fucking minutes.
Yeah, just to make her point, she had to get her little spew in, her last little, you can't tell me what to do. I'm still out here. So, but she's going to leave. She said she's not coming back for a couple weeks. So I just turned back around. I'm going back south to Daytona to my family. I think the neighborhood is safe. No, nothing's going to, I don't think they're, except the night crew, the ones that go creeping in
the locals said they don't want no parts of this YouTube shit. They don't want no parts of this YouTube ass bullshit.
I'm referring to the lazy scumbags that do the late night shift, like the throwing eggs over the fence at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, whenever it is. I can't do anything about that either. So I'm gonna go home. I'm going home. I was going to go, and I'd already turned around right after I texted you. But then she said after I turned around, as a matter of fact.
I was going to say, You're cutting out, baby. I know you're turned around and stuff. Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah, she made about $400 just sitting out there for 5 minutes with her camera on, trying to dispute and taunt the police. That's what she's doing. Like I said, this ain't about Quinn. This is not about Quinn. She don't give a fuck about baby Quinn. She don't give a fuck. It's not what she's there for. She is not fucking there for that. Don't let that bitch lie. Do not let that fucking bitch lie. Yeah, she's trying to prove a point. She sure the fuck is. She was out there for 27 minutes? Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. You went and set your camera for 27 minutes. Where's your jailbird ass fucking boyfriend at? That's what I want to know. Where the fuck is he at? That's the only reason why you're out there, because you're fucking big mad. His ass went to jail and then made y'all look like a fucking fool. Hecklers all over the fucking news looking like a damn fool. Yeah, she's getting rich off this little boy. Sick ass bitch. Sick fucking bitch. That's the fuck you are. Vile ass, nasty ass, sick piece of shit.
Okay. So yeah, as soon as I turned around to go back north,
of course she's gonna fucking leave. Yeah, they waited to try to. That's why I told them you didn't leave yet, because you haven't. I said as soon as you get on the fucking highway, the bitch is gonna be there. Girl, you wasn't on the highway 5 fucking minutes and got to turn around.
Nope.
Fucking bitch. That's okay. Like I said, if she don't think y'all are gonna be right fucking back there, she's got another fucking thing coming.
Yeah, she was sadly mistaken.
Hold on. He said you cannot fix stupid or bimorals or fool decent folks. That's right. That's right, babe. You ain't got to send no more super chats, honey. I'll still read your comments and whatnot. Are you back here? I think he's back here. He sent a couple super chats because he wanted to sit up on the panel for a little bit, but I couldn't bring him up here because every time I did, it messes with your stream. Like it messes with the stream. I dropped the link a couple times because I didn't know if you were going to be up here, but it keeps tinkering around, so I don't want to pull anybody up yet.
Whew. Did you hear? I know I was breaking in and out. As soon as I turned around to go north, back towards the bitch, is when the cop said she's got 20 minutes, she's got to go. And then she said, okay, she's leaving in 20 minutes. And she said she'll be back in a couple weeks. So I'm going back south. I'm going home because by the time I got there, she'll be gone. She'll be gone. So I think she's gone. She didn't say she was going to be coming back, at least for a couple weeks, with their team of lawyers. She just threatened to. I'm starting to feel bad for the cops.
Good. And you know what? The trap was set perfectly. I knew one of you dumb bitches was going to go over there and tell her I was streaming her, so she shut her shit down. Good, tragedy ass fucking pimp. You don't need to be making no fucking money, bitch. You get 20 fucking minutes out there to go run up your fucking live real quick. Oh, and by the way, let me let y'all in on a secret. Olivia's little interview was another fake ass interview like the Kylie Rodney fucking case where she distorts the fucking voice. And it's really just Dolly or one of them other motherfuckers out there giving a story. make up bullshit, and then she distorts the fucking voice. So it ain't, those motherfucking videos ain't shit. That's not a fucking story. And also, she used the little boy's name, which was Quinn's brother. She used his fucking name in her video, which she was already told not to. So that motherfucker will be getting flagged. Stupid ass bitch.
They're so gross.
Oh, she shut it down because Rap's clown showed up. Ha, bitch.
Did he? Yes. Yes.
There's a
I love it.
On there, bitch. I am fucking done. That's why we got our girls going back to make a fucking fool out of you, bitch.
Good shit.
The circus showed up. Rap sent the clowns.
I freaking love it. How awesome.
I am fucking cracking up. Give me just a sec, Dex, and I'll bring you up here, babe. Give me just a few minutes, all right?
Queen, did you hear that I turned back?
He said, let's send the cops some pizza today. Damn, babe, you got it going on.
No kidding. No kidding.
That police department's been working hard, ain't they? Shit.
Yes.
Dealing with this
That's why I said I'm starting to feel so damn sorry for the cops. Literally.
Stupid ass bitch.
Queen, did you hear that I turned back around. I'm going back south to Daytona. She's not going to be there by the time I get there. And she said she wasn't going to come back for a couple weeks. So I'm going to go home.
Yeah, you go on home, baby. It's okay. Aileen's already on her way back, so it's all good.
But yeah, Aileen can handle it.
Yep, I was going to say, you keep heading on home. That's okay, because guess what? We already got Aileen. She's already on her way back, and the clown's down there, baby. You go ahead.
Okay, good. But you know, like if she's going to try to show up later and try to show up every day, don't think I won't be right back down because I'm less than 4 hours away. So, but right now I just want to go home and I want to see my babies.
Yeah, they watch these videos. Hell yeah, they do. They watch these fucking videos. I know they do.
Yeah.
We were sitting in the car waiting.
Fucking bitch. I'm sorry. I just can't stand her.
I need to, let me go see if I knew Rap was streaming here. Let me go see if he's still fucking, he's got his clown out there.
I love it. I'm sure yeah, I don't think he would mind if he's streaming. I don't want to say for sure, but I don't think he's cool as hell.
I don't think he'll care. I let him stream me the other night. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
shit.
he's so
like I said, teamwork makes the motherfucking dream work, baby.
Yes, ma'am.
Shit, I hope he's fucking live with his fucking clown. He is, bitch. Yes.
Yes. Oh, dude, I gotta send the clown a cash up myself. I gotta do it. I have to do it. I love it.
He got the camera on. Let me see here though. If the clown showed up, did the clown show up? Because I know he was streaming her. She hurried up and shut it off when the clown got there, huh? Hell yeah, she did, stupid ass bitch.
That's okay. The clown's got a stream.
I'm done. Yeah, the clown's got a way to stream too, huh?
How awesome. Yeah.
You guys, look here. Look, we're about to turn it on.
Yeah.
All right, here's Rap, y'all.
Wait, where'd they fucking go? There it is.
Out in front.
Nope. Did she delete the live?
Yeah, she hurried up and took it down, I think.
Oh no, hold on. Okay, here it is.
Double down and brought the city or the county of Chatham. The Chatham County Police Department, you do not have the right to violate people's constitutional rights or civil liberty and say that you have that right. You do not have that right. So we will be back here with our attorneys and we will be sitting right here in this lawn. And if you don't like it, follow the law, because I know I do.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Institution or whatever money. Loitering? I'm not loitering. I mean, I would think loitering.
Should we call join the protest at the police station?
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I know you got a little bit of time till you.
Great one, but at least you got one.
The Chattahoochee police.
Maybe people can tell me what you're doing.
The clown has arrived, y'all. He's out there waiting for bed. There you go. He's out there ready to roll. I am done. Here. What's up, girl? I'm going to try to pull you up real quick. What's happening? Can you hear me?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know you were talking to me.
Here.
I didn't
Can
realize
you
you were
hear me?
talking to me. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I was just. Did you get some of the links that I was sending you?
I was trying to. I was having a hell of a time, baby. Yeah, I was trying to, though.
Yeah, I know that you're having issues. I'm just cool sitting in the back right there. Like, so don't think I'm like trying to like wait to come up on panel. I just like chilling back there to be able to communicate with you guys.
No, it's okay. I have to be careful when she's on here because when I pulled people up, it kept kicking her
It
down.
messes with their stream, yeah.
Driving and stuff too. So
Yeah, I
Hey,
get it. So I'm
Queen,
cool. It doesn't bother me at all sitting backstage. I just like to be able to communicate.
ladies.
But did you see how much
Queen.
money she made? How much
what,
money
baby,
she
you
made?
gotta
just
get.
off
Hold on, honey. Hold on. What, baby?
Hey, so I am trying to be quiet. I don't have my AC on or my windows open because I don't want background, but I'm melting in my car
Yeah,
and
no,
I'm
it's
driving.
okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and drop down and I'll be listening and driving. But if you need anything, plus Aileen just tried to call me, so I'm gonna call her back.
Okay, baby.
And
Sounds
but I'll
good.
be listening and I'll be here. Okay?
All right, honey. Sounds good, baby.
Thank you, lady. I'll be
You're
around.
welcome. Thank you, honey. Bye. Man, what
That's
the
crazy.
hell?
Yeah, I
don't
know.
to
He
try
had
to
a
do this, so I'm
subscriber.
not bringing you up right now.
Yeah, Rap had a subscriber go out there. I think it was last night or something. I was watching a replay, and he had like she was blasting it. I don't know if she was blasting it on a bullhorn or what, but he was doing his circus music and everything.
He said
And they were
Uncle
all
Will
trying to-
just confronted Betty on her channel, but why the fuck wouldn't he go out there and confront her? I ain't really got nothing much to say to his ass because he supposedly was supposed to be going out there. He went out there and talked to two young ass girls out there, but didn't go out there when all the protesters was going on, all the shit show yesterday. But then he wants to confront her on her channel. Bye, Will. Bye.
Yeah.
You missed the shit show. It's already done and over with.
I think we need to send some like gratitude towards to the police too, because you know what I mean. Like just at least some like little notes or something, just to show the gratitude. Like how you used to do in school when you're in elementary school and you send thank you letters.
Oh, wait. He's out there. He's out there. Y'all better not be fucking lying. Hold on. Because if he is, I got to give him props for that. But for him to avoid the fucking shit. Let me go fucking see what he's on right now, you guys. Because I'm going to tell you something. I figured there'd be some motherfuckers getting sick of this. We can't be the only motherfuckers getting tired of this shit. He ain't live. Okay, y'all lying. Y'all fucking playing with me.
Who did they say it was?
Yeah, they said he pulled up on her. I don't fucking see that shit nowhere. Somebody better come up and play a fucking little piece of it or something.
You've done a great job though, Queen. I want to give props to you though. I give you 100% props. Just, just how you're able to curb the enthusiasm when some people want to get a little sideways and you're able to like just keep it even keel, People can speak their mind to a certain degree and you just I think that's a good somebody else was saying that yesterday, I think on your panel. And I think that you should just kind of stay in that lane because I think it's going to work. It's going to work amazing for you, and it's going to help give people a voice that need a voice,
Yes, baby. I hear you. I hear you. Give me a second. I'm gonna I gotta put my hair up real quick. Shit, I done got out the shower.
Yeah,
My hair
no
was
worries.
wet. I done had to hurry up, get my clothes on.
Yeah, no worries.
That's
Do your
fucking
thing.
time out the whole goddamn time. I had shit to do today, goddamn you. I had shit to do today. So you gotta
I
fuck
gotta
around.
be more
Like a
productive.
goddamn teenager. We give you a fucking inch, you take a mile, you little bitch. Fucking goddamn it.
Yeah, handle your business.
Yeah, she's trying to push the police to get herself a little lawsuit. Ain't gonna work. Ain't gonna
Yeah,
work.
she
She's
is.
got 20
And
minutes
her
to show
tags are
her
bad
ass.
on her car. Her tags are expired on her car.
The police said you got 20 minutes to show your ass and make a little bit more money, okay? And we're done fucking with you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, that's right there why I feel like he's full of shit. Because she said Uncle Will is full of crap. He said he was going to bring people out there to shut them down and did not show up. It's safe now. Right. You're showing up when it's only Bullhorn out there by herself. See, that's what I'm talking about. No. See,
you're not in it when the fire's in the kitchen. Yeah.
Yeah, you only get thug points when you go out there like Aileen and throw shit down and make them motherfuckers leave, okay? You don't get thug points for pulling up when there's two little women sitting outside or when Betty's by herself. No, baby,
And then you just drive by, huh? You just do a drive by. Yeah.
And you think the judges ain't watching this shit? If you think the judges are not aware of what's going on and what she's doing in their community, you got that fucked up.
Yeah. People she's I don't know. I sent you a link too showing how much money she made over there just in Georgia. It was a different link. I don't know if if that
yeah,
was
girl, I got him. I got
it's
so
crazy,
many.
right? She made mad money, dude.
Hold on, Mike. You got a channel, bub? Hold on a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a minute. You got to click the link and come up here. Can you? Because hold on,
you need me to jump down. You just let me know.
I'm posting Will's view talking to Betty shortly, but I don't know. Do you got a channel or something or what? Like, because I mean, well, fuck, we'll go watch it. Or if you want to give me permission to share it, I'll share it. But I don't even know if you got a channel. I don't even know who you are, honey. They'll be checking all their tax returns. Oh, fuck right they will. Fuck right they will.
So I said all that money they made, they should give back to the fund that they had to pull from to go in the landfill and do all that stuff that they had to do because they didn't have enough funding, you know?
Oh, they're making fucking bank down there.
So they should find a way to be able to cite them, you know what I mean? Where they're paying back to the Savannah, you know? Because what was the camera fund for the schools or something? It was the security cameras or something like that they took money from because they didn't have enough funding to do the search for Quentin. So they should put it back. I think they should very well put it back. Find some way to cite them or something so I have to pay it back to the city or to the county.
Oh, and you know what? I'm also really happy. Look, let me see. I'm also really happy. One of our subscribers,
they're making thousands of thousands.
No, they actually donated. I told them, they heard me yesterday, and they said, so somebody sent me a Cash App, and I sent a heart back, and I said, thank you very much, but this wasn't necessary. You know what I mean? And I made sure to say, if anybody else wants to donate, if anybody else wants to donate or whatever, you know, find a charity or something that, you know, or something that, you know, they can use it for, you know, where it can be used. You know what I mean? Something, anything, you know what I mean? Find somewhere to donate it to. She did. And she sent me a screenshot and a copy of her donation and the place she donated it to. And I just wanted to share it with y'all. I thought that was really cool.
A cause, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I want to. They have their children, coming in with nothing, because they basically have to leave with basically clothes on their back most of the time. So the kids have a backpack with a new pair of pajamas, a book, a blanket. You know what I mean? Like a little stuffed
Yeah,
animal or a toy or something. So they have something that makes them feel safe. I want to start doing something like that. Start making
that would
backpacks
be
to
really
give to
sweet.
the
Here,
shelters.
hold on, baby. I'm gonna pull Mike up here real fast.
What?
Okay,
Okay.
are you up here, Mike? Can you
Hey,
hear me?
hey.
What's happening, man?
I don't know it. Yeah, me and Will. I'm talking to Will on the phone. We met through this Johnny Gobble debacle that was going on. But Will has been down there since like 5 o'clock this morning. He's been
Oh,
searching. He's been searching all around the house, in the woods. There's a couple of ponds he went looking at, and he rolled up on Betty while she was live and he said like, you want to go? You want to come help me search for this kid? You want to help me come to the pond? But you could barely hear what he was saying on Betty's channel. So I'm going to. He just sent me his because he was recording the conversation too. So
oh, good. Okay, good. Okay, cool. So he sent you the conversation. You're gonna post it. Is there? Can we play it? I mean, when you're done with
yeah,
it, is it okay if we play it? And I'll,
yeah,
I will. I'll plug your channel link too, so people can go watch your link.
yeah.
For
That's
you
fine. You can
stuff
play
too.
whatever. It don't. I don't mind at all.
Yeah, I appreciate that because I was wondering. Okay, so he showed up the other night when there was a couple girls sitting out there, and he had. I don't know if he had a friend or a daughter or something with him. Anyhow, he was supposed to go back out there, and somebody said he hurt his back. He didn't go back out there because I was wondering where he went, why he didn't go
Well,
back
yeah.
out.
Well, he works all day, and he took off up there. I think with his granddaughter to go up there and try to catch him, but they were all gone by the time he got there. And then
Right, right.
he tore off like at 3 o'clock this morning. This is a Saturday, and he had time to go do it. They just so happened to have been run off.
Yeah, see, we tried to run them off yesterday, and we did a good job of it. We got them fuckers out of there. So I knew when Dolly went to jail and they told her to get the fuck out, I knew she was gonna go try to push her luck because she's one of those fucking kids. You know what I'm saying? You tell her she's not getting a lollipop, she'll fucking throw a fit till she gets the fucking lollipop. She's one of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, I was waiting for her to show up yesterday. It's just disgusting because they're not going. They're not helping anybody. They're just
Hell
getting
no, they're not.
paid to cause a bunch of shit, and it's horrible, man. I don't
Well,
like
and
it.
like I said before, I've said this from the beginning. I wouldn't be going so fucking hard on them like I have been, if they would have went to the police station or the DA's office or CPS, DPACs, whatever they call it out there. You know what I mean? But somebody that can make a
Right.
difference. Leilani and Danny, they're neither one are even at that house, so they're tormenting Billy and her husband and the neighbors, and that's it. They're not getting to the people who they really are supposedly there for. You know
Yeah, I
what I mean?
can't. Yeah, I can't confirm this. This is something I heard, so I'm not sure how much of it's true. But supposedly there was a man, one of the neighbors that was in hospice care that came home
No,
to
baby.
die, and
Here,
he had to be moved
I'm gonna
because of
tell
the,
you the truth because it was over here on my channel. That's where a lot of this started. I don't know if you know. I don't know if you watch this channel or not, but
yeah. I started
a
watching.
lot of
Yeah,
a lot of it happened over the last couple of days. Well, over the last couple of weeks, they've been there. So first, it's a woman on hospice, and they've been down there about 2 weeks, going hard with their bullshit, and they kept doing the baby killer shit. Well, they started playing baby music outside. She ended up having to take an ambulance to the hospital, and she's been in the hospital since. The 87-year-old neighbor on the other side got into it with Dolly Vision, and we have that recorded as well. And he asked him to stop putting signs in his yard. He didn't want any part of it, and he didn't want signs in his yard. And Dolly Vision told him he was going to keep him up there. He didn't give a fuck. He was going to keep him there. So the old man was pissed. He started shaking, and Dolly recorded him. And he's like, I still got 5 feet of easement. I could put signs all through your yard. And he said, no, I don't want him here. No, the fuck you're not. Get out of here. Anyhow, he called the police. By the
wow.
time he got out there, he was so upset. I mean, his blood pressure is probably through the fucking roof.
He's such a
Well, the
scum.
best
The
best
other
thing that could have
neighbor,
happened was
the other
Dolly getting
neighbor,
arrested. I mean, he
right?
assaulted that woman.
Hell yeah, he did. And the other neighbor is the Fry guy. He went out and threw fries at Dolly and then went out with a baseball bat. So you can't fucking tell me. Matter of fact, the other neighbor is also a woman. She came by yesterday. She thought Tammy, one of the girls recording, was a protester, and she walked right up to her and said, you need to leave. You need to go. Tammy said, I'm not here to protest. I'm not part of them. I'm just recording what they're doing. And she was like, okay, good. So she was okay with her being there when she told her that. But she said, my son's autistic and he has had the worst 3 weeks I have ever experienced. So
Wow.
yeah. So she, not only did she send somebody in hospice to the hospital, but she's out there chanting and causing ruckus to a child who has autism, who already has a hard enough time as it is. An older man, an older gentleman, she damn near fucking gave him a heart attack. She's out there torturing the fucking community. It's time the police step up and do something.
Yeah, and that's right. I mean, just yesterday when Dolly went to jail, I mean, I think I seen a $1,000 donation, 200. I mean, these people are making all this money on a missing and possibly deceased child, and it's disgusting. It's stupid.
It's sick. It's
And they're not even putting it back towards the community or anything.
Yeah, we showed Molly. She made $90,000. I don't know if y'all know that or not, but Molly Go Lightly made $90,000.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, go to Playboard. Go to Playboard.
Unbelievable. That's
you can
it.
look up you go to playboard.com and you can look up your favorite YouTube creator and find out what they made off this.
Wow.
So Queen, this is what I wanted to tell you yesterday, but I didn't have Will's permission or Mike's permission, so I didn't do it.
Oh, okay. When you came up and you were like, I wanted to tell you something, but I didn't have their permission.
Yeah, I mean, I knew Will
got
was
you,
going
babe.
to be there today, and I've known those two since the Gobble deal too. So Mike's good people. He's like you. He's blunt to the point, so don't fuck with him. He gonna get in your ass.
That's right. I like those kind. You're my kind of people.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so okay, when you upload this video, then just, you know what I'm saying, I'll watch. I'll go make sure I'm subscribed to your channel too, so I have it. And when you upload it, we'll play it and I'll send people over there to watch it too.
Yeah, and you can use anything of mine. You have my permission. Absolutely.
We'll send subscribers over there too to go subscribe to your channel.
I hate to
that'll work.
But he's
well, you know what? Listen to this.
I just go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I said they're out there protesting and they can't even spell Quentin's name right. They don't even know his name. Molly got so fucked up and drunk, she called him Simon. She kept calling him Simon instead of Quentin.
I seen that. It's just a damn circus, man. These people are fucking retarded. And I'm tired of it. I mean, we don't know. I mean, they're going off. We don't have the information. We don't know if the kid, I mean, if Leilani's guilty, then yeah, she needs to be hung. But we don't know. And you can't just go around accusing people that's not convicted and not even been arrested. I mean, come on.
And then torture the whole neighborhood as well.
Yeah. Yes. And they're only doing it just
those
to get
people
money.
pay their taxes, they pay their homes, they pay their rent, they pay to live in the peace. They should be able to live in peace and quiet. They should be able to enjoy their fucking neighborhood. That woman should be able to take her son for a walk and go get fresh air and not have to fear protesters screaming, playing baby music and all kinds of shit. That's disgusting.
I don't even think they deserve to even be called protesters. They're just a bunch of scumbags that, you know what I mean? Because they're foul mouths and like what's her name was saying, like these cockroaches and judging people by their teeth. They don't have no teeth and like what is, you know what I mean? That just shows who you are, you know, like how ugly inside you. Like she just shows her ugly ass character. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss, but you know, it's disgusting.
Look, how are you gonna look at this? Look at this picture on the screen. How the fuck are you gonna go on Court TV with two different signs, and one of the signs has Quentin's name? We are Quentin's voice, but can't spell his fucking name right. You're Quentin's voice, but you can't even spell his fucking name right.
Wow,
that's crazy as fuck to me.
Yeah,
they're not there for Quentin. They're not there for Quentin at all. They're there to make fucking money. That's it.
No, because they're not doing anything. They're not searching. They're mad at the police. So
Will's in the chat.
Yeah,
there he is.
I dropped the link for him.
Okay, yeah, I just talked to him. Yeah, I just talked to him a while ago. I told him to bring his ass over here.
Yeah, shit, that's what we was wanting. That's what we want to know, what happened out there.
And they're getting their news coverage too, huh, Queen? They're getting their news coverage, but they're getting their news coverage as a bunch of nuisance. Like, you know.
They could have wished Mike never got involved in this shit.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah, I don't like fucking this. Is Will up?
Look at this shit. This is insane. Right here, Leilani, will you marry me? Out there
He
with a
can't
fucking
even.
turtle mask on. Can't even spell her fucking name right. They was trying to be cute. They was trying to be cute with spell and lie, stupid fucks.
They can't even spell. It's a joke, man. Oh, I
They've
seen
just been in
though.
there.
What's her name? Mallory. She didn't last long.
No,
House
she
of
lasted a
Williams.
day. She lasted a day. Here they go, right here.
Oh
Molly's
God.
drunk. She can't even see straight. Her fucking eyes are cross-eyed. She was trying to sloppy Molly Mallory before she was even in there 5 minutes. But here's this. I find this interesting. It says, "Where's Daniel Youngkin? Police say he was the last person to see Quentin Simon the morning the toddler went missing. His name is on the police report. What we know about his past and where he went, and where we went looking for him on news from 3 to 6." Okay, so then Keisha Youngkin, she gets on there and says, "The police know where my cousin is. This is sickening. We are not talking to any source of news or drama-filled YouTube."
I don't know. I think he's got guilty knowledge, or he's got some type of, something. I mean, I'm not here to accuse him, but for him to jet out so quick and just leave, you know what I mean? Just up and just go get ghost so fast.
I'm telling Will to pull his damn truck over and come on panel for a minute.
Yeah, you know what? I'm glad he fucking went out there then, if that's what he was doing. Because at first I thought, I was like, you don't get no cool points for going out there when nobody's out there. But
Yeah.
I'm glad he was there when Betty was there.
No.
Yeah, it just so happened to work that way when him
Right.
trying to get up there and him pulling up on. I was watching.
Somebody just sent me an email and said he does not live in Chatham County like with them. He doesn't live up there with them. So I thought he lived there.
Yep.
With them.
No. He lives in Florida. I'll say that.
Yeah, Queen and Elvis had to bite my fucking lip when I was listening to you say. I was like, God damn, you don't even know he's fucking there. Damn it.
Yeah, we couldn't say nothing. You know what I mean? I mean, I posted a video earlier, but I didn't drop Will's name. I was waiting for his confirmation and to see what he was going to do.
I respect that for real. I really do.
And Mike, I sent Queen that email or your video after you put it out, but she probably hadn't had time to see it this morning. She gets
No, I haven't. I've been busy. Well, I was in the shower when my phone started blowing. I got out of the shower and I was putting lotion on. And my phone started going off, and they said Bullback is out there. I said, "Bitch, you fucking cunt, you mother."
Yeah, they run her off though. I mean, she only had like 20 minutes, and she threatened to sue everybody. So. But Will did catch her because I was watching her stream live and I seen Will pull up. I was like, "Oh shit, there's Will."
So glad he did.
But you couldn't hear him. You know what I mean? You could hear him a little bit, but so he was recording the same time. You know what I mean? So he got what he said to her, and that's what we're gonna try to get pushed out today.
It's hard to hear anything over her loud mouth.
No shit.
Her obnoxious mouth. She just says really foul stuff, and it makes me nauseous just hearing like the things that she says, and then she acts like what's Deets on the Streets got a clip of her saying she was all talking to the cops like, "Oh, I just was asking questions, and I was just this and this and that," and then she played the other part where she's calling all these names and calling people cockroaches and no teeth having people and baby killer and all this stuff, and so she did a good job at clipping her, you know what I mean, showing that she's trying to put on one face over here, but she says her tags are expired, and she goes, and guess where my tags and my sticker and my registration is? It's at home. So basically she's taunting the police over there, the department over there, to pull her over. She's like, yeah, I will be out and about. Like,
hold on, Will is not. No. Listen, you guys, Uncle Will is not Baby Gap. It's two different people. Okay. You guys are thinking of, okay, so there's a Will that we call Baby Gap. He has a channel. And then there's Uncle Will. He also has a channel. These are guys that we met along Tex, and I met him along the whole Ryan Upchurch thing. When he came up, he was on panel for like 4 or 5 hours over here, and we were talking about the Kylie Rodney case.
Oh, yeah, on Billy. When Billy.
Yeah, go ahead, honey.
I'm sorry. When Billy Joe was streaming right before Will got there, or Billy Joe come out and confronted Betty before Will got there, and the cops made her go back across the street, but she immediately turned around saying, "And there comes Billy Joe out here high." Like, bitch, how the fuck you see she's high? What are you talking about?
The whole time her jaw's running across the fucking street. Her jaw was going back and forth so fucking bad. Molly's was. It was terrible. And she said it was a fucking diet pill. And then turns around and says something about, if I had phentermine, I'd be able to act like this girl too. I'd be able to do a better impression if I had my phentermine. Bitch, we
Yeah,
know
she's
you
taking Atipex.
She was jaw jacking bad.
Yeah, I figured it was something. I figured it was either Atipex or Adderall.
Yeah,
I figured it'd be one of them.
Y'all give me
What's going
this.
on?
Let me get pulled over.
There he is.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, we
so-
got to hear about this situation with Bull back here.
Give me just a minute.
I call her blowhorn butt face.
I call her Big Mouth Betty.
I call her bitch, just straight up.
Shaped like a cowbell, though. I promise you. There shouldn't be bull in her name at all. It ought to be Cowbell Betty. She looked like a fucking turnip, and that ain't even me being mean. Try not to be mean.
Like a busted can of biscuits.
Oh, Lord, it's bad. It's bad, y'all. All right, let me get stopped right here before I can get out.
You know, it's really ridiculous that they were at the police station for all of 10 minutes, and that's only because Dolly went to jail. It wasn't for Clinton. It wasn't for the protest. It wasn't for none of that.
No. So the other night when let me start at the beginning, okay? So the other night when I went up there, I left after I got off work. I didn't show up at 9:30 when everybody left on purpose. It was just that as soon as I could get there. I was under the impression they'd been hanging out all night, every night. So
they was.
I didn't know there was a time limit though. That's why it just happened to be that I showed up at that time. So then when I got there this morning, I got up early and I've been looking for Quentin all morning. I've been in the woods. I've been in the ditches.
I wasn't privy to that. He just told me that, and I think that's fucking much respect, man.
So when I rode by over there, I had actually took some videos because they saying that girl went down there and threw that baby in the dumpster at the trailer park. Well, there's literally a dumpster 2 blocks from her fucking house. Why would she go all the way 2.5 miles away to dispose of the baby in a dumpster? She can watch from the front porch of her house. It makes no sense.
Right.
So I go to take something to the baby's memorial, and then there's Betty and them. So I pull over and stop. Well, as I'm riding by, that guy that's with him is kind of mean mugging me. So I'm like, you little fucking pencil neck. So I get, I'm not even going to lie. I kind of pump my chest up a little bit, you know what I mean? Yeah, I get out. I let him see I ain't that small. So he won't even look me in the face now. But when I'm in the car, he looks like he's going to kill me. So I walk past him or whatever. He never looks me in my eye. So I start to leave and don't say nothing. And I said, you know what? I ain't going to do that because that bitch said I came up there to start shit the other night and I was going to get heckled down the street. So I turned around and I went back up. I said, let me ask her if she'll go with me to go help actually search for this kid. And, she refused. So, yes, it's all about the money. That's all it is. Because I was more than polite when I pulled up. I try to be polite to everybody, right? Unless you're mean to me. So I'm like, hey, I've been out here looking for Quentin all morning. Would you be interested in going and searching in the water with me? And that's when you hear her say, no, not at this time. We don't want to we're not interested. So that right there lets you know that it's not about Quentin. It's about her getting her clout or money, whatever it is.
Yep.
Yeah, we were talking about Molly. She made almost $90,000. Can you believe that shit?
No, and it's sad. It's sad as shit because I'm going to tell you why. Like me and Mike was talking, and I was listening to y'all. Y'all were exactly accurate. You know, if the girl would have been booked and bonded out, that'd be one thing, okay? She ain't been charged. But anybody when there's a family member that comes up dead, deceased, missing, whatever, family members are number one prime suspects. Always.
Yeah, no matter what.
Right.
No
well, you know what? I just want to know why are they not, looking in on Danny? Why are they not looking in on anybody else?
Right.
They may very well be. We just don't know, you know.
Hey,
Danny's the last one that's seen the kid at 6 a.m. I think he's got some answers too.
Yeah, see, if you go to my channel, I actually got the video where I showed up at that the other night at that lake, and that is the number one question that I asked is how come nobody surrounded Danny's house? If you're mad at the cops, how come y'all are not at the police station protesting? This
Because
is
Danny jetted out. He got ghost real quick.
yeah, that's because Danny's got something to hide.
Yeah, that's it.
And he said, well, he passed the lie detector test, and I'm going to tell everybody right now. If you take Xanaxes, Valiums, any kind of mood suppressant pill, you can pass a lie detector test because they detect the energy in your nervous system. So if you got something to suppress it, you will pass a lie detector test. I don't care how guilty you are.
And then lie detectors aren't even admissible in court. It's just basically it's a tool to help interrogate them or help them to to
Correct.
see how they can get them to talk.
Absolutely right.
Mike,
And these people are on drugs. I mean, a lot of them. That's what they're known for.
Let me tell you something. The locals, when I went up there the other night, I'm going to tell you right now, the one that started not in on my kid, the other one that started acting like I was talking to him. She wasn't even in the conversation, but she was so wasted. And then somebody else told me
they went. Listen, they went back to the car and she goes, I think that's Queen Bee's friend. I think Queen Bee sent him. He's got a Harley Davidson jacket. Doesn't Billy ride a Harley Davidson?
Yeah.
Like they were coming up with some wild ass. I'm like, I've never even talked to Will other than the one video I made about him and the one I made about you and what's his name?
Babel.
Yeah, there you go. That other guy, the one where you were telling him you guys were going back and forth, remember?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Hey Will, what's your channel? What is your channel?
Uncle Will's, I think. What is it called? What's your channel, Will?
Uncle Will.
Uncle Will. Okay, it's Uncle Will. There you go.
I'm gonna go subscribe.
You got Uncle Will up there and Mike Hatred.
Yeah,
Mike Hatred.
The girls are gonna drop them in the chat.
Listen, so every creator should be able to support each other. It's not about better than the other one. We all should be pimping YouTube as hard as we can because they pimp us. You know what I mean? We're the ones out here that actually make the content to put on here, not YouTube. So all they are is a platform. And why can't get along and actually support one another? And I promise you, Queen Bee, even if I don't have time to watch your video, I will, because I change semi-tires for a living, right? So I'm always on the go. I will let YouTube just run. I'll just set it in my truck and let it play while I'm working. That way you get the credit for it.
Hell yeah.
That's what everybody should be doing. You know what I mean? I don't care if you watch my video or not, as long as I get the view for it. So I don't give a damn if you're in the store grabbing a Pepsi, let my shit play.
I do the same thing too. Even when I'm gonna go pick up my son from school, I'll just let it run, just so that that credit's there. That's credit they're showing us.
Hey, and that's what we should be doing for one another. And I'm gonna tell you something else. I may do something that you don't like, and that's okay. I mean, we're all human,
right? I've said that from the beginning. I may not like what you do, but I that has nothing to do with me liking you as a person. You know what I mean? I don't have to like everything that you do.
Well, hey. And it's like this, we're all different, man. So we all come from different walks of life. We've all been through different things. So we're going to be different. And that's what makes us up.
Right.
Absolutely.
And I want to bring up a couple things to the people that had never watched these guys. First time I saw Uncle Will, he was out there feeding the homeless veterans.
Yep.
First time I seen Mike, he was dogging on Gobble. It was just funny, is comical shit, Richard Pryor type funny shit. And I mean, he don't fuck with people that don't fuck with him. So I mean, it's like these are two just good guys, man.
Yeah, we just ordinary people.
Well, I think what's fucked up is you went out there to try and see. Like I said, at first I'm like, no, you don't get no cool points. You showed up after they left to them girls, and then you showed up today with Bullhorn. But I'm glad you did, man. I'm really glad you did because, I knew she was gonna pull some bullshit when she thought my girls were out of town and all the girls. And see, I didn't even know them. I just met them, just like with you. I didn't know you was going out there. I just learned after you went out there. You know what I mean? While you were going, everybody swears I knew them girls. I'm
Yeah.
glad I did them. I'm glad they went because you know what? Had they not went, we would have been seeing a whole different fucking narrative.
I guarantee
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
So
And
let me
now
tell you
it's all everybody sees everything and they don't like it.
Yep.
So
It's
Mike
true.
Hatred, is it called Mike Hatred your channel or is it called something else?
Yeah. I had a skull in front of my name and behind it, but I changed it back. Yeah, it's just Mike Hatred.
Okay.
You guys just say
It should be like a little red, like pitchfork with a bat wing.
Okay.
What the profile picture
I
is.
just subscribed to
Infamous.
Will's channel.
Go
Hey,
look in the chat. The girls will be dropping the link in the chat. Grandma Sherry just dropped Uncle Will. So go look in the chat and hit the link.
Sweet. Thank you.
That way the link, because the girls are rotating it through the chat. That way
Well, I
people
appreciate
can
it.
subscribe to them if they want to or whatever. They can go over there, watch their videos and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm not monetized. I just get on here and just fuck with people.
And he will do that.
Did you hear me? I'm not even gonna lie. I'm monetized, but damn, she put me on the wrong punch. She put me on.
It doesn't matter though. Look. There's one. Look, Betty struck me for this video. It's fair use, and I know it's fair use, so I'm a fighter on it. I was gonna just say fucking delete it, but no, I'm just gonna be a cunt and fighter on it because it is fair use. I got music behind it. I'm all kinds of shit.
Commentary and all that stuff.
Listen, so I'm never. Hey, y'all, you're more than welcome to use any content I got, right? So I've probably got about 2.5 hours worth of filming on here where I've been searching for Quentin this morning. Now I don't make real long videos, right?
Yeah.
I will send each one of you the content. Now what I don't care what you use of it, but I try not to make no more than a couple-minute video because it's hard for me to keep somebody entertained for a long time. But I actually did go search for this kid. I got caught by a landowner this morning, and he was all right with it once he figured out that I wasn't doing nothing dumb.
Well, see, and that's the thing. You got to be careful doing that because fuck, some people might come out shooting. You know what I mean? Georgia ain't no place to,
Hey, I'm okay with it, though, man. To be honest with you, I'm okay with it because I'm there. I was there for a purpose, right? So I prayed about it last night. I know a lot of people don't believe in God, but I prayed about it before I went last night. And believe it or not, I seen one snake. One snake.
One's standing in front of Billy's house, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Betty. That's Betty's. Betty's excuse.
I knew it.
Did y'all see where she was searching the other day?
Oh, her copperhead excuse why she didn't think Leilani would take the kid out to the damn water because she's scared of snakes. That's sad.
Did you see where she was actually searching the other day on the 4-wheeler?
Oh, yeah.
I got the same footage, except for I was in there.
Well, they did that. They did that for just for show. They wasn't out there looking for that kid, man. That's what pisses me the fuck off.
So and y'all remember saying, "Oh, it smells like death," right?
Well, the psychic said he was in the bush. He was behind the bushes over by the train tracks over on the left by the field over here on the right. So they went and looked.
I've been everywhere, Bob. I went all over through there. Behind Billy Joe's house. I went down over by the bridge where they were searching on the 4-wheeler. Everywhere. And she was talking about it smell like death. I promise you it did not. That was a fucking lie.
Yeah.
Of course it was.
Well, I got the playpen and all that in the video. And if y'all want to use that footage, that's fine. Now, I am going to put the clip about the playpen in it. But I'm also going to put the clip where I was back there in them woods. I walked about 6 or 7 acres back there.
I'll just share your videos. You guys do your own thing. I'll share your stuff out. You know what I mean? Whatever you guys do.
I will too. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just don't have no problem with y'all using it is what I was getting at.
I appreciate that for sure. I appreciate y'all giving us the okay to share it out. You know what I mean? I appreciate that.
We all need to unite and counteract all these tragedy pimps and people exploiting these cases. You know.
Wait, you guys, wait. You went the road. They said, hold on, along Danny's work route. Is that where you went? Danny's work route?
No, I didn't know where. I tried to find out which way Danny worked, but no, I will be back up here, just not this weekend.
You really think he'd ditch him on his way to work? I don't think he would. I think if something happened to that baby, it happened like she said, and Billy would know best. And if there was an accident, something happened like that, they were high, and something did happen, they probably. And I hate to say this, I don't want to say this, I really don't. But if they did do something with him, I imagine they probably did something with him right, that night, and the following morning text the babysitter and said he won't be there, and then they went into the plan. The plan went into effect at 9:30 when the babysitter said call the cops. I don't know.
Lilani and Danny are. I'm about 97% sure they're involved.
Well,
but
hey,
we don't know.
So, right? Y'all just hear me out. Here's another scenario that it's not uncommon for kids to get taken, right? Somebody sees the opportunity, they leave the door open, because I was thinking, well, maybe the baby got in the backyard and got in the woods. Well, no, because there's a privacy fence that's 6 foot tall. That baby ain't got out of that fence, so it had to have went out the front door. All right, so just say that the baby was wandering around outside. Somebody could have took that kid. We don't know if they killed him or not, right?
Right. I didn't say they killed him. I said it possibly was an accident or something, happened in the tub or whatever, like like Billy Joe said. I mean, when I heard her say that, I was like, well, that could have possibly happened. Babies do, that does happen. You know what I mean? And if they were high, I mean, if this happened, I don't know if it did or not. I mean, if it did, she, like her mother said, I want justice for my grandbaby, whatever that looks like. And you have to understand, she's a mother. That's her daughter, and that's her grandbaby.
Right. That tore me
And then they had the oldest ones. They said it was the one that would open doors, so they kind of follow the leader kind
I
of
just
thing.
think they need to let the police do their job and let the police do their investigation. And when the police are, when they come out and arrest somebody, then go from there.
Hey, old Cowbell, when I was riding by, said, I know more about this case than Chatham County. And I was like, oh my God, are you fucking serious? You're really going to say that? You don't know shit except for what y'all speculated. I just pray nothing like that happens to her when she gets put.
Well, I just want to find the baby. That's the whole thing. Everybody is using everything else to make money, and Quentin has been forgotten, and that's the whole reason for all this. That's what
People
pisses
searching
me
for
off.
Quentin too. You know what I mean? And all that money they're making, they could go buy them lunch. They could do something to show some type of support if they're supposedly there for Quentin. That's what I think. But they're not going to do it. But that's what they should be doing if they're really trying to show that they're there for Quentin, or they're trying to speak up for Quentin. Then they should go try to help out and get them lunch while they're out there picking through the trash or whatever.
When Dolly was on his own panel, Dolly said on his own panel, he knows he ain't doing any good. He knows he's not helping this investigation. He already said that. Right. So for people to still fucking stand by him even after he said that, and after he said, I'm a tragedy pimp, I got a pocket full of money, and then went over and assaulted Aileen, snatched her ass, snatched her arm, snatched that bullhorn out of her hand. Why the fuck is it okay for Bullback to scream in her fucking bullhorn, but it ain't okay for Aileen to scream in hers? No, hell no.
I unsubscribed to him immediately. Immediately, dude. I took my membership and everything.
He is a little punk ass bitch. That's all he is. That's all he is.
Well, I'm gonna get out of here, Queen, and let you do your thing, and let some, so you can have some other people and do your thing up here. I just thank you for letting me come up today. I appreciate you, and thank you for your panel and your platform. And I'll email you if I uncover anything else to help you out here soon.
I appreciate that.
All right, take care.
Oh, they want to hear. They're trying to say that basically that you tried to pick up Betty and Olivia. No, he didn't try to pick them up. He asked them if they wanted to go search for Quentin, and she said they're not interested in it. That's it. That's all.
And everybody go subscribe to Uncle Will and Hatred Mike Hatred.
Thank you.
They're putting the video out. Right? You guys are going to put this video out.
Yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Put it out as soon as I get. I got to get to where I can edit it and all that. No, I would not pick them up. I wouldn't let them in the car with me. Are you crazy? I've been married for 20 years.
Look, I wouldn't want that bitch in my motherfucking car either. Hell no.
Hey, now I got to get rid of this, right? Because everybody knows what I'm driving now. This was my little incognito incognito pickup truck, so that's sad. But somebody betting to get him a good little truck cheap, maybe even free.
Hey, Queen Bee, thank you for letting me get up here. Will, I got that video. I'm fixing to start working on this video, man. Just hit me up whenever you get done, brother.
Hey, Mike, it only set the short little clip that it didn't send the phone, and I don't have to edit.
Oh.
Okay, well, just hit it to me when you can.
No problem. He said shoot it to him when you can. He's got feedback. His YouTube's still open, but he said go ahead and shoot it to him when you get a chance. And he said thanks for letting him come up, and he's working on the video.
All right, appreciate it. Hey, and I appreciate y'all letting us come up, Queen Bee. I appreciate it. I appreciate
No problem, man.
And
No problem.
I'll see y'all later. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Man, that was some craziness, huh?
Well, I knew this shit was happening, but I was like, well. Then Mike put out the video this morning, and I sent that to you, but it still doesn't say nothing about Will going to be there today. And I said, well, I ain't going to put out that part because I've known these guys and I trust them. You know what I mean? And I want people to trust me, so that's why I couldn't tell you that shit yesterday. Then I was hearing you kind of bash him a little bit. I was like, and Mike was on your chat last night. I was going, God damn it.
No,
I can't say shit. I said, fuck.
I didn't want you to say it up here because I didn't want, when you said you didn't have permission, I'm like, oh shit, I don't want to, you know what I mean? Just email me. I don't just email it to me. I'm like, just send it to me, honey. Just send it.
Yeah, but I got to have their trust just like I want your trust. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, for sure.
My word is about all I got because my pocketbook's about an empty motherfucker.
I know that's right.
No, those are good people. But I'm going to tell everybody in this chat right now, you go to Mike's channel and you get offended, that's fine. But you start dogging on that fucker, he will fucking troll you to the ground. Don't do it. Go watch some of his past shit. He will he don't let up. He'll put his foot on your neck, and it's bad. I mean, but it's only if you're
You know what though? Look, I hope they put that video out because you already know she's out there fucking with their bullshit. But like I said, there's somebody on standby and there's the clown ready to go. So go ahead, keep up with it.
But I don't know. I couldn't tell. I didn't want to do. I wanted you to do all the time. Will was going to take his boat. I don't know if he did any water searching or if he's doing that.
Well, he needs to kind of be careful too. He needs to at least let the police know where he's going to be at. So what if something happened to him while he was out there,
He was, I was on it. They had a live panel. Let's see. I guess it was Thursday night. And there was, Mike was on there, me and Will, somebody else. And we told him, check in with the police, make sure they know what you're doing. We told him take somebody with you. That way they're the witness to if by chance, whatever you find, you know what I mean? So it wouldn't be just him having to do his word against anybody's and stuff. But they're just two good redneck old boys from the South. And those are the good Creek Squad people. They ain't the crack squad. So,
that's the good part of Creek Squad, huh?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Look, Rav said she met the clown. Man, I'm done. Yep.
But Mike he's funny. He does a lot of shorts. He's a truck driver, and he gets out and walks his dogs, and he'll film himself. But he's going to be dogging on somebody. And right now, I ain't going to say who it is, but he's on somebody's dick, and he's on his bad. He's stomping on it pretty hard.
Hey, you know what? I know these guys get into it. And like I said, I probably would have just let them do their thing. I really wouldn't even said anything to them. To Betty and all them, if they were at the police station or, outside the DCFS office, CPS office, the police station, anywhere where it was actually going to mean something and matter. Out there acting a fool, tormenting these fucking neighbors, tormenting this family. You know what I mean? I understand you can't help what your family does. And you know what I'm saying? The whole point in Savage, and this is the point I want to make. A lot of people miss this here, so I'm going to explain it to you. a lot of people, and I didn't like it either, because I don't like the real life shit. I don't like going real life. I don't like doing the real life shit. I just don't like that. So I just don't. I never have. And I know I didn't send anybody out there. Am I grateful the girls went out there? Fucking right I am. Fucking right I am.
Sure.
But the whole point is they went out and protested this family in this neighborhood because of something Leilani and a person in their family did. Or it has been accused. Sorry, we don't know. Allegedly, right? She's been named the prime suspect. So they made everybody around them, family, friends, neighbors, and everyone around them pay for it, didn't they? They made sure everybody that even drove by knew they were baby killers. Knew, and they were screaming it up and down the road, right? But the very second Aileen grabbed her bullhorn, the very fucking second she grabbed her bullhorn and started reading off Molly's charges, Betty's strangulation, and all the bullshit they done did, and all the shit, and Dolly's family and all the shit they did. No, I didn't like that. I don't like that. I don't get down like that. But you know what? They were doing the same. You got to fight fire with fire. They did the same shit to them that they were doing to Billy and the neighbors and everybody else around.
Well, I'll
no, I don't like it, but I'm going to tell you right now. Do I think they deserved it? Yes, the fuck I do.
The on their live the other night, and I can't think of
big and ass Betty needed to be knocked down. Now she's going for the fucking police chief. This was her point to begin with. She wanted a lawsuit. She must be broke. She must be fucking broke. And their numbers were getting low. So yeah, they already went out and did their Summer Wells. They grifted off that. They grifted off her for a long time. They used Summer Wells, and there's still a creator right now using Summer Wells for his grift.
Well, when I was on Will's Live the other night, they've been watching somebody else too, but and Mike had been over here a couple times, and I told him, I said, well, and somebody asked me, I said, well, I don't watch true crime or the crime stuff except for Laura and Queen Bee, and then Mike said, yeah, I watch them, and so a lot of people from that live didn't know about y'all. So Mike had to say, well, Laura's perplexed. It ain't Laura. I said, well, yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm dyslexic. I can't even write that shit out if I had to.
Oh, and let me go talk about that too real quick. So I got a screenshot this morning with let me see here. Actually, I think Laura used it on her thing. Okay, so it says Queen BEA, so it's not BEE. So, but they tried to act like they were me. But they said, at Truth, they put a death contract out for Laura's daughter because of the crimes Laura has done to women in real life. The Black Israelite group from Tennessee, which is a lie. I don't know who the fuck that is or who's trying to put that out there, but that's a lie, and that's fucking stupid as hell. So whoever tried to pull that, nice try.
Nice. Oh, she cleared you. She said, no, it's not that one. This is I didn't even know what it was about, but B Tim was over there, and
I was gonna say, because that sure as fuck wasn't me. Okay, well,
so yeah. I mean, she wasn't implying it was you. No, she said,
I was gonna say, go ahead.
She said, hell no, it wasn't you. She was like, no, I talked to Queen Bee. Yeah, we fight, we do this and that, but we're friends. It ain't right. That.
I would never fucking say no stupid shit like that. And I don't know who the fuck would say some stupid ass shit like that, but that's not true anyway. So
no, she turned
I don't know. Fuck.
She was going to turn their URL into them, get them found out, because that is serious shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah, it is.
But your live popped up and we jumped over here.
I wonder where B Tim's at.
I don't know. He was on there for a while. I think the second time I tried to, because I was kidding Cappy, they may still be over there. I don't know.
Well,
because I mean, Laura was pretty shook up over that shit.
Yeah, she's pissed, and I would be too. I would be fucking pissed too, because it's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit. But what's more important is it's a fake account. And what's more important is they're out here trying to act a fucking fool again. So that's why I was covering this. I believe it's a little more important. Yeah, B Tim's probably busy. I don't know his email address, but you can probably go to his channel and get it in the comments, or I mean the about section. What I do want to talk about though is I'm not sure if you guys seen this or not, or if anybody's heard this or not, but there's another creator and he's a really big creator. He's actually going live right now. Hold on, let me see. Saying that Adventures with Purpose was indicted. So allegedly Jared from Adventures with Purpose was indicted and he's going over it. So it says on his live, Jared from Adventures with Purpose indicted on charges of R with a child, his cousin. And that's it. That's it. Cuts off. Have y'all heard about this?
Nope.
Anybody else heard about this? Because those are pretty fucking serious allegations. And I'm going to tell you something else. When I was covering the stuff with them and the Kylie Rodney situation and all that and the accident that happened with her, I got a bunch of emails about it, right? And I didn't believe it because I was like, I'm not going to, this is probably just some bullshit. I'm not going to believe this. You know what I mean? But yeah, it actually says Jared from Adventures with Purpose indicted on charges of R with a child, his cousin, and it cuts off. So yeah, pretty fucking serious there. What's up, B-Tim?
What's up? I just heard the last of that. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying jack shit about that until I see the receipts.
It's on Ictamel's. It's on Ictamel's thing. It's a live coming up, and it says live in 27. I don't know if it's live 27 minutes, 27 hours. I don't know. It cuts off, so I have no idea. But yeah.
Oh, news flash! I ain't ever heard B. Tim said he has nothing to say about nothing.
I am not saying jack shit about that until I see the receipt, because I like that is some serious like.
I agree. I'm just joking with you, brother.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see what he's going to show, and then I will make a comment upon his information that he's shown, because that guy is litigious and he will fucking sue everyone if you falsely accuse him.
That's crazy as fuck. So I don't know. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I am I would be very, very careful if I was Ickamel. You better have a lot of decent receipts. And if this is true, the fallout's going to be pretty fucking crazy.
Sounds pretty crazy already.
Okay, y'all, I'm going to come in hot with the receipts here because, I mean, he's got them up. Whoa, you got, whoa. Burden of proof, can you email it to me or come up on panel real quick and drop it in the private chat? She said she has the documents on it, so
yeah, let me see.
Come on, burden of proof. Yeah, B Tim's my boy. This is my boy. Y'all better look. They were asking you questions the other day, and I was like, nope, don't you be asking him nothing. Don't ask him anything. They were like, how tall are you? Don't ask. He doesn't know. No, he doesn't recall. Okay, he has no answer for that.
Yeah, I don't recall. I played the fifth.
Like, oh, how tall are you? Nope, we're not going to talk about that either.
Yeah. Oh man. I mean,
I was trying to protect you. I was like, fuck that. Don't be asking him no questions. We don't.
So is Ickamel release these documents? Or
yes. Yeah, I'm putting them up right now. We're about to put it across the fucking screen. It's what he just showed. Yes.
Ickamel, my advice to you immediately, even if you're right 100%, I would get a lawyer immediately, just in case. Because this guy, Jared, he talks about suing people like I'd be wiping my ass. Like he sues everyone. So I would get a lawyer immediately. I mean, like, that's my advice, man.
Well, yeah, this is pretty fucking serious. So,
yeah, I'm not. I'm just saying, like, you gotta be very serious with this. This is like, because if like this guy can claim damages and everything if this is wrong. So, yeah, And it also sucks that because I like, I like AWP, and Jared's literally the figurehead of AWP. He's a spokesperson. So, I mean, this will destroy the reputation of this organization now and this channel.
Well, he's going over the documents right here, right now. Look at him.
I'll mute.
Information of indictment right there. Information of indictment.
He was indicted.
Yes, he was indicted, and that's what it says. He was indicted in the 6th Judicial District Court. And for, look at this right there. Case number, everything. So I said, burden of proof, if you got the documents, can you email them to me real fast? We'll just go over them over here. But I don't even want to do all that. I'm not doing all that.
I think probably, Queen, if I was you, I would just look at Ekamil's thing and don't put up any documents yourself and try.
That's what I was gonna say. We'll just watch his, and that's that.
Because I'm saying, like, seriously,
I don't want to be involved in that, to be honest, because I really don't know. I don't know the situation. I really don't know. You know what?
Yeah, I'm strongly advising you, if you like, this is like something that is going to be explosive. Like, this is way worse than Ryan. This is way worse than anything ever.
Oh, this is gonna get bad. Yeah, I just seen Ikmel's law. I was like, what the fuck? Hold on. When did he ever admit this? You guys stop. I mean, when did this ever? Where? Show me the proof that he said it. Show me the proof he admitted it then.
Yeah, I mean, let me see. Yeah, I mean,
because I don't.
Yeah.
Unless it's in like a news article or something like that. Tara said it's bad. So you guys, this is really going to get bad. I feel like this is. Look, I got a stomach ache. Like I'm the one.
I'm worried. I mean, like, because the things I'm worried about is that, number one, indictment is a lot different than actual conviction.
Fuck right it is. Shit, right it is. Shit.
Also, like, I hope that's the right Jared. You know what I mean? Like, that's 100% the right. I'm pretty sure he probably confirmed that's the right Jared. And thirdly, it's like, like, even if it's all true, it's going to be explosive. It's going to destroy the entire freaking organization of AWP. Yeah. It's going to really destroy a good organization. And also it's going to, and if this is bad, this is real bad. I don't like seeing this, but Jesus. Mal has emails from Jared to the victim. Oh my God. I would say, like, jeez.
AWP support team is putting out a reply.
Yeah, no shit. They're gonna put out a reply. I mean, like, that's some crazy. That's crazy.
He was arrested on November 4th. That's why I said we need the documents. I want the documents. I want to see these.
Yeah. Jeez. Well, if anyone wants to do it, they can gladly show the documents if they want, but. I would say, like,
I'm not showing them. I want to see them, though.
Yeah. But, yeah. The whole thing is pretty crazy. Why did this Wickamel look up his information like that? Did he just randomly look up Jared? Why was this information started to be dug up? Do you know?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Like, why was he digging up background information on Jared? Was it just?
I believe it was sent to him. Oh, okay. Was you? Yeah. Hold on a second. Yeah.
Yeah. If this is true, this definitely.
They said it was leaked.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I would suggest, like, that's really bad. I've been saying AWP are exploitive fraudsters since day one. Got a lot of hate for it. I don't think they're fraudsters, but if their figurehead is Jared, because Jared does all their interviews. He's like the face of AWP right now. Besides, and if this gets out and this is true, I think the whole organization is going to implode. I think it's really going to be bad. Jeez. That's crazy. I kind of like, I'm shocked. I'm absolutely shocked about this. What Texan? What do you think? I know you're like, I'm not sorry about them. I'm just like,
Well, I mean, I would be shocked. I never. I have to be honest. I never followed
Hold on.
AWP.
Hold on 1 second.
Yes, ma'am.
Deets, is this you?
This is me.
How you doing, Deets?
I just wanted to make sure it was actually you. I'm sorry, Texan. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. Go ahead and finish. I apologize.
No, I mean, I don't know that much about them. I mean, I didn't get into any of this kind of stuff until the Kylie Rodney deal. I don't know their past. I couldn't name you who's on that team. I think it's 4 or 5 guys. Couldn't name one of them. Even the guy you just said, I couldn't put a face with it. So I don't have a comment. I mean, I don't know nothing about it. So it's just none of my business until.
Well, I mean, like my comment is that if this is true, this is.
It's not good if it's true.
I mean, that's devastating. But that's like, I mean, I feel bad for the victim. I feel bad for the whole circumstance. But I just know what this means. It means like pretty much the end of that organization.
But I will say this on my behalf. I've been accused of something heinous before at work, and it got proved after a certain amount of time that I did not do that, and I was in the right, and that employee that got fired was in the wrong. But it is no fun.
Yeah.
You have the lawyers on the company side in there grilling your ass, and the person they're taking the side of the person who don't even work there anymore.
Yeah, a lot of
and you're innocent. You know you're innocent, but you're the only one in the room that knows you're innocent. It is not a pleasant feeling. Trust me.
And she was 9 years old. From what I'm hearing, it was a cousin. That's what Queen Bella's writing. I'm not saying. I'm just reading the chat.
Well, that's what I was hopping up here to say. I have the documents, and I know Queen doesn't want to show them, but I can read them. So if you want to hear what's on them,
It's up to Queen, not me.
Yeah, that's why I said Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, if it's up to you. I don't.
I mean, if these are documents, I don't think if they're public record, I don't think there's going to be an issue if you're reading them or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're straight from the Utah website.
So I don't think there's an issue.
Say, you're really credible, and so I mean,
are we sure this is the same Jared? Like, how do we know this is not like another Jared? I just want to make sure we're not like maybe like just like Ryan. There was a situation with the articles. How do we know this is the same Jared? Is it confirmed? Deets. Oh, it's quiet. I'm sorry. I'm not hearing anything from Deets. I think maybe her mic went out.
I think that was me. I toggled to another screen, so I forgot that messes up.
Oh, okay. Do we know?
I'm new to the StreamYard thing. Give me a minute. Sorry.
No problem.
Okay.
No, I was asking, do we know this is the same Jared? Do we absolutely 100% know it's the same one, or is it just?
I'm going to say 95% because I don't want to be like, yes, I know definitively this is Jared. But
it doesn't show his date of birth and all that stuff and all that information.
It does show all that. So like later when I have more time, I could verify that it is actually him. I also found the link to the Utah website to get the documents was on Reddit, and they also had screenshots between him and AWP's email. We all know that could be doctored, but it doesn't appear to be so.
Yeah. So all this is, let's just say for the sake of argument, this is alleged, and this is alleged.
Oh yeah.
So
absolutely. I'm gonna send them to my iPad so then I don't have to toggle back and forth and mess up, and then I'll read them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I popped the screen up too in case I didn't know in case you flip your camera on, or if you know what I mean with flipping screens back and forth. I didn't want to, you know what I mean. I just wanted to put the screen up just in case. So.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know. I try to protect. Yeah. You know what I mean. I'm really big on that. So.
Yeah. I'm just absolutely shocked.
Right. An indictment is not a conviction. Let me make that very clear. An indictment is not a conviction.
Yeah, absolutely. It's
way different.
Anyway, you know what I mean? You just need a little bit of proof, but yeah, it's still.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what's it say on TV? You can indict a ham sandwich.
Yep.
Absolutely. But it looks like Ichamel is probably going through the entire stream, but this is going to be a fallout.
Yeah.
I don't know what statements AWP is going to make, but that's.
Well, they're saying Jared admitted this in an email. So, but
holy shit.
Yeah, I have those emails. I did not have the time to I just skimmed over them, so I didn't have the time to do my due diligence. So I don't want to speak on those just yet until I can scour through them. But and yeah, I'm solely here. So if you need to take that down, Queen, you can. But it is the first page reads that it is in. Now, and like B-Tim said, it's alleged until we can actually verify that this is Jared from AWP.
Yeah, I just don't want people just immediately just jump to conclusions and stuff like this is documents. I mean, it seems like it's 95%. I mean, maybe it's the same date of birth and.
And so they have the charges, and it's R of a child, first degree felony. The offense date was October 1st, 1992. And then the second charge is the exact same charge, but it was on January 1st of 1992. So the same two charges, the exact same charge, different offense dates. Let's see here. And this is just like a bunch of his info.
Yeah.
The officers and all that. Then it says, on November 3rd of this year, it was filed, the indictment was filed. The judge was assigned, summons was issued, and the initial appearance scheduled for November 30th. And then this is the statement of the probable cause, if you'd like me to read that out, Queen.
Yeah, I mean, that's up to Queen. You want her to read it out, or do you want what you want to do, Queen?
Well, that's up to you. I mean, this.
Yeah, I have no problem reading it. It's all like we said.
Yeah, it's open. I don't think
yep.
There's no issue with reading it. I mean,
I was going to say, what you read is on you and your thoughts and opinions and all that.
Right.
Like I put that in the disclaimer. I'm not responsible for anything anybody else says up here. You know what I'm saying?
And this is a document.
Absolutely.
And this is and we're just reading a document so far.
Right.
That's pretty much a document's released. So.
Yep, and I just downloaded this off the Utah case website, paid $5 to get it, and actually $5.20 because you got to pay an extra 20 cents per page. And
yeah, but and I've got to say to the chat, make sure you don't say any sort of derogatory comments about Jared, or just make sure because indicted means, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like we got to make sure.
Means, he may get off on these charges. They might be dropped or whatever. We don't know. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I'm saying, let's just make sure we read the documents, keep very, very clear.
Just like we're fighting for Leilani, he's innocent until he's proven guilty. We all have to remember that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So the statement of probable cause reads, the defendant and the victim are cousins. In 1992, the victim was between 9 and 10 years old. The defendant is 7 years older than the victim. So he was, 15, 16 at the time? Just before November 1st, 1992, the victim left, and I don't want to say the town, I don't know yet,
Makes sense.
Which is located in this county. About this time, the defendant and the victim were in the victim's bedroom, trigger warning, when the defendant pinned the victim to the ground, pulled her underwear down, and put his, in her, during another incident that same year, the defendant and victim were at the grandparents' house, and then it lists where that's located, when the defendant laid on top of the victim and put the same thing as before. The information was obtained by the following witnesses, and it's the detectives, and then it gives the incident report number.
So basically, when he was 17, she was 9, and this whole situation occurred, or 16 and 9.
15, 16, and 9, 10, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And did she is there, so are these, I'm a little conflated. So this was charged in 1992, right? So
Well, that's when it happened. He was just charged for it. Said the offense date was in 92, but this is the only charge I could find under his name for that.
It's been charged recently. Filed recently.
November 3rd.
November 3rd. So this literally happened like what, 2 days ago?
The file date, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but holy crap. Yeah, but that's a long time. Like, why
That
would
is
you
a very
wait
long
like
time.
30 years to file it? So what, like I don't know what evidence they have for something that's 30 years old.
Yeah, there's nothing mentioned on here about any evidence or anything like that. It's just possibly a he said, she said at this point, unless there could be more that they haven't released.
Sure seems like the statutes of limitations would have ran out on that.
I don't know. I mean, I would say that. I mean, I have to look it up. I mean, I don't know about the rape. What the R word thing? What is the stat? Let me see.
We know with Utah because we know from Don Wells's case that they extended that they lifted the statute of limitations, so to speak. But I know like that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be easy to go back and prove something from 30
Yeah, I
years
mean,
ago.
this is. I mean, most states it's 10. Some states it's 15 or 20. But 30 years is quite a large, long time. I mean, like, how do you? I mean, I'm only going by what probably the woman's statement. And I'm not discounting this person as a victim, but what else evidence is there besides her statement? That's I'm worried about. Like, if it's just a statement and he's being indicted just on the statement alone, I mean, that's not enough to convict a man of such a heinous crime. You know what I mean? And I don't want to.
Yeah.
No, you go.
No, I agree. I agree with you. I was just going to concur. I did want to say I was wrong though, because I was doing math as I was reading, and so yeah, it would have been 16, 17, not 15, 16. Sorry.
Oh, it says read the emails. So there's emails now apparently that actually reinforces it.
Let me send those to myself and read through them real quick before I do that.
Okay. Jeez Louise. Yeah, I mean, I'm just putting a little bit of like a little doubt because I'm trying to think more logic, like, not get emotional and try to think like in terms of if this was just a neutral case, a 30-year-old case, you're probably just going to have the witness statement. I don't think DNA exists in 30 years unless, I don't think it's going to exist. So unless there's some sort of corroborating witnesses or some other evidence, I don't know if you can, what the evidence would be, so that's why I'm a little iffy on that. I'm very leery about that.
Kind of sounds like it may be the email.
Yeah, the email might be shed more light to this whole situation. But I always, I try not to get too emotional and try to just analyze it critically because you can't really, jump on a lynch mob.
Oh, hell no. 30 years is a long time.
Okay, Cody says versus everyone said he admitted it?
They're saying he admits it in the emails, I guess. That's why I wanted to kind of like.
I mean, my guess.
Before.
Oh my God. Yeah, I guess we're just gonna listen to the email before I make any more comments on that. But oh my God, it's in the email. So it was in the. I'm asking the chat. Not, was it in the email?
Okay. Okay. I see.
Did he admit like it was like a consensual thing, or did he was like?
I'll read it. You want me to read it?
Yeah,
and I'll try to remember to not say the trigger words in this.
Yeah, just if you say like assault, essay, R for that type of deal.
So, and this is not verified that it's his email. This is just, what's out there. We don't have the actual proof that it came.
Where is this email from? Where did this email come from? Like,
so I pulled this off of Reddit and it links back to where they got it, but I would have to toggle out of here to.
Oh, okay.
Grab that link.
Yeah, but where did they get that email? What was their source for that email?
I'm pretty sure it's one of the girls has leaked all these emails because there's several emails between them and AW support and then or AWP support team email and then then this email.
So did this email came out before the indictment? Am I correct? And obviously it came out before the indictment, but how far, like, do we know the date of this email, like when they were sent out or anything?
I do not. If someone, maybe if Burden of Proof has that or someone.
Yeah.
There's one from, there's a statement from her, from the, one of the girls pulled off of social media, but it's only a partial screenshot of it. I don't have the full screenshot. Where she's talking about it. I could start by reading that, or do you want to hear the one from Jared?
Okay, so this is allegedly from Jared.
Yes.
Okay, so this is allegedly from a Reddit post that's supposedly from allegedly from
Well,
Jared.
it links back to where sorry, my words are getting twisted. It links back to where they grabbed this email or the screenshot from. I can't remember if it was from her social media post or not. But I will get that and send that to Queen, and we can have that. So I don't believe it's doctored.
Okay.
But alleged.
Yeah, I mean, this is just a Reddit. We'll just say this links back to Reddit. So this is what a Reddit post is claiming is the email exchange from these two people.
Love it. So it says, while there is a lot of shit that has happened throughout my own life personally, from M Station, if you guys can figure that out, abandonment, growing up in foster care, and any other shit along the way, I would not change a thing, for it has made me who I am today. Excuse me. I cannot apologize for others for anything that has happened to you in your life, but I have done my best to acknowledge directly with you my own mistakes. I hold no secrets as to this with my own parents, with grandma and grandpa, with your mother, aunt so-and-so, and so-and-so, my own wife, and my children. I have even discussed publicly about my situation and the unfortunate shit that has happened within families. I would like to, this is me interjecting here, I'd like to know if he's discussed this publicly. I'd like to try to track that down.
I don't think this was discussed publicly. I doubt it.
I know, that's kind of why I'm like, wait. Then he says, do we pinpoint it to, and then he lists his family names, lineage, or do we pinpoint it to Mormonism? I do not have an answer.
He's a Mormon?
I guess so.
Oh, okay.
There is no way for me to understand the hatred and resentment that you must have for me over 3 decades later. I heard about your driving into the cemetery a few weeks later. Trust me, had I known that you had a desire to be there and that I was the only reason keeping you away, I would have 100% given up my time to do what I could to avoid the ceremony so that you would feel comfortable and have your time with Grandma and the rest of the family. It is your decision and your choice if you ever want to accept my apology. I have made peace in my life with all the things bad, including this situation. If you ever want to discuss, I am always available to have that conversation with you, either in person or over the phone. Sincerely, Jared. Dang.
Yeah.
But he's not.
Yeah, he's not admitting. He's not saying. It says some sort of but let me read it. Maybe I'm looking around, but yeah, this is. Let me see.
Can I post pictures in the back chat? How does that work?
Pictures. I don't know if you could drag and drop pictures in the back chat. I think links you can, but not pictures. You can actually.
I don't think you can put pictures back there. Hold on.
I can.
There's somebody that wants to come up. You want to? Your camera's on. Ellie Mae, your camera's on, baby. You want to turn it off? And there's here. I'm gonna pull you up real quick. Nobody else can see you but me. It says device is not connected. I don't know what just happened, but okay, you're on the stream with me. I got it covered so no one else can see. Nobody can see your face or nothing.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, thanks, sweetheart. I appreciate that.
I'm just real cover over it so that way, because your camera's on, but I'm just going to keep the cover over it. Okay.
Okay. So just really quick, and then I'll jump out and let you finish your conversation.
Okay, that's fine.
I just sent you an email. It's kind of a lengthy conversation that my husband and I had addressing this whole situation that has some very valid points about where was bullshit Betty when a bunch of other things happened within our nation. If you would like to read that out for everyone to take consideration, please do. She's online. I'm sure you already know that she's out there talking about her rights as press.
I mean, I don't want to be too rude. I mean, like, they're kind of talking about it, like, Jared. Do you have anything to say about that? I mean, like, I know what you're saying, but it's like, I think we're talking about Jared, you know.
Can I finish before you start in?
Sure.
We just wrote this little commentary so that it would maybe make people think. One of the big points was that the people out there in this so-called protest were women. 90% of them were women. And my husband said that every person that was out there during the assault on Eileen were basically leg holders in a rape. I have been both physically and mentally abused by my ex.
Hey, when
I
you
know
say,
what it's like to be assaulted.
Will you say R, not the roar? You know,
Sorry.
the whole word, please. I'm sorry. That's okay.
I'm sorry. Leg holders in an R. I've been abused both physically and mentally by my ex. I know what it's like to be abused, and I don't understand the mentality of especially women that would stand by and not only watch this to happen, but allow it to happen. If you read over that and you decide you don't want to read it on air, please let me know, because I want it to get to Billy. I want Billy to have this information. And I think everybody needs to stop calling Betty Bullhorn Betty, because that's exactly what she wants. It gives her power. Everybody needs to come up with a new nickname or just call her Andra. Stop giving her power. This chick is out to ruin this nation one case at a time. She is tearing apart things like no other.
Okay. We're talking about Jared Lesick right now. So we're going to finish that conversation. And when we get back to that, I will read it out. Okay. Or I'll read it and I'll go over it.
I apologize. I just had to try to get into you. So you are the best channel. Thank you for what you're doing. And you're the only person I have shared that with yet so far.
Okay.
Have a good day.
You too. I'll read it over
Good
now.
one.
Thank you. I think she was trying to get up here but couldn't because her devices wouldn't connect. So she was trying to get up here, and that was the first time she was able to. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Yeah, I didn't mean to be rude to her. I was just like, we're in a subject.
No, it's all right. Her devices wouldn't connect before when we were talking about it. So I think she tried to get up here, but she couldn't. And when she did, we were already way past that conversation. You know what I mean? So anyhow, go ahead and finish. I'm sorry.
I just shared in the back chat like the link where I was able to go to the official website and grab that indictment.
Yeah,
so the indictment I read is, I have.
Yeah, there's a Reddit and it highlights.
Do you want me to share this on the screen or
no? You don't have to. I was just sending that to you guys to show you how I got the indictment, and I don't know about those emails if they're valid or not, but
yeah, I mean, like, I'm looking at the email and you know how emails, you never really trust anything with emails, but it's a little, I'm always very questionable about emails, the provenance of an email, but the indictment looks legit. So.
Well, if they were able to indict him, I'm guessing there is some validity to the emails, if that could possibly what they're using to get the indictment. This far out, 30 years later. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like from the emails, and I'm not going to go verbatim because I'm looking through them, and my comprehension kind of drops when I'm in the air. So it looks like she's confronting the AWP team, and basically, I'm not sure it's Jared from the AWP team talking to her, and it's basically she's, it's definitely interesting. But yeah, I mean.
That line though where it says, "I'm so very sorry for the things we cannot change," that could be a admission of guilt, maybe. I don't know.
You can't really use
blowing my mind.
Yeah. I don't know if it's an admission of guilt. First off, it's probably going to be like, someone's probably going to see if this is actual legitimately email.
Mhm.
If it is, this one probably, like, my guess is maybe this woman submitted it to whatever legal authority she's going to, and then basically made her, statement. But
Yeah.
until then, that's, definitely not good. This is definitely not good.
Not good at all. Give me 1 second. Lip locked. Hey, chick, what's up?
Hey, sweetie,
Hello.
I'm looking at the legal documents out of Utah. I can give you criminal numbers and all of the details if anyone needs them. I have all these emails as well,
Mhm.
but I'm actually looking at the actual charges.
Yeah.
State of Utah plaintiff versus Jared Liesek.
Yeah.
Lsek, however it's pronounced. Date of birth 9/16/19.
hold on,
Wait. I can't
Okay.
read date of birth.
Yeah. Criminal number
And then-
2216003.
Yeah, I was gonna say if they want, I think Ickmel's like he's reading over all the numbers. You know what I mean? I just don't want to bring up all them over here in case he.
I understand. I apologize, Queen. I was just reading
okay.
down and I wasn't thinking.
No, it's okay. I appreciate you. No, it's okay. I'm just kind of like walking like on eggshells because I don't know.
I understand.
It's very touchy, yeah.
Yes,
We are-
it is very, very touchy, and I am just.
Okay. But I'm looking at the actual legal document from the 6th Judicial District Court in and for San Pete County, state of Utah.
Yeah,
2
that's
counts.
that's what I read out earlier. Yeah.
So I just came in late. I didn't know how much information you folks had, and all I was hearing was discussion of emails.
Oh, thank
and
you.
Hey,
So
Lip Locked. I just want to say I love you. Love you to pieces. And but yeah, that is the indictment that I just read out a little bit earlier.
Okay, sweetie, I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry.
I should have done a rewatch, but I came in late and I was just hearing emails and I was like, no, we have actual legal documents.
No, yeah, we have them.
We do.
I was just like, I'm kind of stepping up, but it looks like he's actually going to be an appearance on November 30th, 2022 at 10:30 a.m. So that's, that's.
It's all just coming out quick, and I think everybody's kind of a little flustered.
Yeah, this just
this
came out like 2 days ago, and my guess the reason why no one heard about it 2 days ago is because of this whole situation with Dolly and everyone, and now it's
I've actually had it for a while. I just didn't choose to act on it because
I can imagine why. Because this is like
I was sent several emails when he came up here on our panel when we were talking, when me and Good Egg and stuff were talking. Remember the whole situation?
Yeah.
I was sent an email then that something like this had happened, and I blew it off because I'm like, that's got to be the wrong person. They don't know who they're talking
about. Right.
I would have blown off the emails if I hadn't received the legal documents first.
Yeah, it looks like he's being indicted. But how could you? Do you know more? Like, how can you hold it like a charge after 30 years of something like? Did they have a statute of limitation? I mean,
from what I've looked into in Utah, they've actually revamped their laws there recently. It's difficult to decipher, really, because of the way it's written. And I am by no stretch of the imagination a legal expert. However,
but I'm like, I just did a quick Google. It says section 76.1.3012 Utah law provides that prosecution for R may be commenced at any time. In other words, Utah law provides no statute of limitation period for R of a child, R object R, or R object R of a child.
So that's my understanding as well, B. Tim. It's my understanding as well.
Okay.
So, well, Queen, thank you for allowing me up. I'll drop back down.
Will you join the legal fund for when we get financially fucked?
I'll chip in. Listen, I promise.
I have nothing but respect and admiration for Queen B. I'll have her back under any circumstances.
Agreed.
Oh, thank you, love.
All right, darling. I'm going to drop down. Thank you.
We'll talk to you later.
Bye.
It looks really bad. So he's indicted. So I mean, I don't know what the evidence is, but this is like, if I was I don't know if AWP should have him as a figurehead at this point. If he's got the shadow under him, at least they gotta like put him to the side. I don't know, but he runs the organization, right? He basically he's like the owner of it, right?
Yeah, he's created it, the figurehead, all of that. Yeah.
Oh, geez. So yeah, it's just
I
like
wonder if that's why they were kind of, working on a second team, because like if these emails have been out for quite some time, they've been working on the charges. Maybe they're,
yeah.
working to make some changes over there at AWP.
This is just terrible news. I mean, like, if this is true, I have no sympathy for Jared. If this is true, I have nothing for him. But I have sympathy for his workers and those people who are under him that have jobs, and those people that this group helped, pull cars out. I mean, this is just devastating. The whole organization is going to be fucking revamped, and a lot of people might lose their jobs, and lose and a lot of good services. This is just terrible. This is absolutely terrible. And obviously, I'm seeing people say I'm canceling my membership over this. Yeah, and that's probably what's going to happen. Like, everyone's going to just cancel. I mean, and I can't. I mean, like, if you're indicted on this is not good. This is not good. But I would probably tell people, like, you gotta, like, let's wait instead of jumping on the, as much as this is a horrendous charge, I would say we should err in the caution and not jump on a lynch mob and wait for more evidence and maybe their statements and then decide from there. I don't think it's a smart idea to, but yeah, I mean, it's nothing wrong with reporting the facts. This is, these are public documents. There's nothing wrong with, because that's what you're supposed to do. So if you're reporting open documents in these emails, but yeah, I would say, like, let's wait until the evidence is in, as always, and try to not form a lynch mob as of yet. We don't like that. But I'm glad that you came up and showed me dates and all these other people. But I can imagine, like, a lot of people probably knew about this and they didn't want to say anything because of, Jared's known for being litigious, where he basically brags about suing people like for trademarks. So, you know what I mean? So I can figure why some people might be a little bit worried about bringing up these statements. But there's nothing wrong with it, in my opinion, that you brought it up. It's just that people probably got worried. The victims released the email in exchange for another curator held for review. So it's easy to read. Unfortunately, his team's going to suffer. Yeah, that's the thing I'm worried about. Like, his team's going to all get fired. Like, they're going to lose their jobs. And then their organization's going to go. Like, helping families recover their loved ones from, it's just terrible. It's just like, it's really sad to think about it, because you think about the wider ramification. Even if this is, like, let's say Jared's proven innocent, but you know how long court cases are usually. They are quick, but it's still going to be a black shadow of their organization. It's going to be really bad for them.
Absolutely. And if these emails are in fact original and not doctored, and the police have that, there's one where he does admit it, and so that is going to be very damaging for them. So, whew,
yeah,
rough.
So PC. I mean, I'm just very, very careful about, like, because people could be accused of a lot of indictments, and I just want to, like, I'm not defending Jared, but sometimes you have to be very careful of accusations, with these types of things. I mean, like, if this is absolutely true, he should be gone and tossed away, and obviously like that. But I also think about, like, all those people that actually had a job and were good people that actually help families, and they're going to have to look for another job, and they're going to have to move on, and it's not good. It's not good for any. This is terrible news for everyone, and hopefully, I don't know what to say. It's just not good. But
and that's what we've noticed in here, and I feel like that's the general theme of this channel, is that we don't want to accuse anyone or hang them before they're actually accused. We have no proof that these are
I mean, we know that
we know he's indicted. Yes, we
Yeah.
know that is valid proof and everything. But like the emails and stuff, even though his name is signed to him, we don't know, and so that's why we have to say
Yeah, no, I'm not
allegedly
saying,
and all that.
yeah, and I'm not saying they're crimes against the organization, but what's going to happen, Cuckoo, is probably people are going to unsubscribe, and he owns the company. And basically, if he's, who's going to be subscribed and have membership to a guy who's accused of this?
I think quite a few people, honestly, because look at what's happening right now. With,
It's
not to
way,
take it back to Betty and Dolly, but
it's way different. I mean, Dolly's brother, that's his brother. That's not Dolly.
you have like more faith in humanity than I do, because I just see so many people continuing to support slime balls, and
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, but I think like this is like a bridge too far. I mean, I think
I
people
would
generally,
agree.
yeah, this is like a bridge too far. I think most people, once this is verified, will unsubscribe and cancel their membership. And who's going to, even if he's like exonerated, it's going to be a shadow over, and people will lose their jobs, and it will destroy their organization. But if he's guilty, that's it. That's done.
Mhm.
He's the owner. So unless he gives it off to someone else, they're going to have to change their name. They're going to have to change maybe even the YouTube channel. I don't know. It's going to be definitely bad for those
Totally
people who were
reformat.
completely innocent of the situation and did nothing wrong. The people under that who didn't know about this. So I think of those people I feel very bad for. So, yeah.
Yeah, his whole team and staff and everything. Yeah, it's going to be a total rebuilding, rebranding, and everything if it's
Yeah. But it definitely, don't come forward on her side. She was a child. Yeah, I mean, like, if this is true, these accusations, because I always very careful with my language, it's accusations at this point. It's but if this is true, this is a monstrous act. This is a monstrous act. If this is actually true. And I don't think anyone would disagree with me with that one. I mean,
no. It's this to harm a child.
yeah, I mean,
Anything, it's too far. It's too
yeah,
much.
I mean, like, let's say he's 16 or 17. She's like 9, supposedly. 9 years old. This is a child.
Yeah.
Of any stretch of imagination. Even if you went back 1,000 years, you would still be considered a child. If we went back, you know what I mean? Like, even if you went back 2,000 years, they probably wouldn't do that to a 9-year-old kid. So, yeah, it's really fucked up. Really, really fucked up. But, I mean, is there anything else like you had your opinion? Because you rarely come up. That's why I like to hear more from what you have to say.
I'm honest. I'm still just kind of reading through these emails, and I'm just gobsmacked. Like, whew.
I'm godsmacked it comes from his actual support team, and he's actually doing it from AWP's account, because that's going to be like, why would you? I mean, like, if this is true, why would you use an AWP? Let me just make sure I'm not misquoting. Look at it. Support team.
Support team, yeah.
I mean, I would think this is probably not what the support team is for. Your personal, you know what I mean? Like, especially that. So that seems very odd. And also, like, wouldn't other people have access to the server and see these things too?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I'm guessing the individual wrote into the support team, but if I was him, I would have, moved it to a private email. That is confusing that he stayed with the support team email throughout.
Yeah, I mean, like, I would think you would just basically like, hey, let's not continue being here because this is an open server and everyone's going to be able to read this who has server access, like above me or around me. But yeah, this is very disturbing situation. If you read the emails, that's because the victim reached out him via email. Yeah. But you would think that he would say, okay, and not like continue the conversation. And he would say, no, I deny all this, and then just try to email her somewhere else. This is kind of weird that he actually went on to a couple of page conversation. That's just weird.
Oh yeah, there's what? 1,
Blowhole.
2, 3.
Yeah, this is a full length conversation.
6 emails back and forth. So yeah, that's perplexing that they continued.
Yeah, you would think like he would say, yeah, don't admit to any crimes. Maybe he thought there wasn't a statute of limitation and he can just say it, maybe. And he didn't realize he did it in Utah and that doesn't have a statute of limitation.
Well, and I don't know, and it doesn't excuse it. Please don't mistake what I'm about to say as excusing it, because it does not at all. He absolutely needs to be held accountable if he is guilty of these crimes. But I wonder if his thinking was, he was a minor and she was a minor, so I don't know what the laws are in Utah on that and how that would play out. But it is very, I don't even have the right
And
word
were
for what
they?
it is.
And I'm not sure. I'm reading this. Are they related?
They're cousins, yeah.
They're
cousins. Blood cousins.
Oh my god.
Yes, and she said it happened above their grand. So allegedly, it happened above Grandma and Grandpa's bed.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What's with these YouTubers and this stuff, man? Holy shit.
Yeah, I don't know.
We need like anyone that gets into missing like thing, they're
I'm
gonna have to.
really at a loss for words, and I'm at a fucking loss for words. But check your inbox message Discord thing, Tim. I sent you something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm just at a complete loss of words. It's shocking. Yeah, we read that. We read that. Let me see. Ah, so that's how they got him. All right. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Do you want me to read it or no?
Yeah, I was trying to hurry up and get it over to you because I don't know if you can pull it up on the screen or if we should.
Oh yeah, I can share it on screen. I got like a lot of tabs open, but I'll share it.
No, it's fine. You can just read it if you think that's fine. I don't know. This is so I don't know. This is so touchy. I really don't know what to read. I don't know.
Well, I mean, we're just looking at it. So this is the whole thing right here. So that's it. If you guys can read. So it says effective 5/4/2022, 76-5-402.1. R of a child penalties terms defined in section 76-1-101.5 apply to this section. 2. Subsection A. An actor commits R of a child if the actor has sexual intercourse with an individual who is younger than 14 years old. Sub B. Any touching, however slight, is sufficient to constitute the relevant elements of violation of subsection 2A. 3. A violation of subsection 2 is the first-degree felony punishable by a term of imprisonment of A, subsection A, except as provides in subsection 3B and 5, not less than 25 years, in which may be life for, semicolon, or B, life without parole, if the trier of fact finds that I, during the course of the commission of the R of a child, the defendant caused serious bodily injury to the victim, or at the time of the commission of R of a child, the defendant was previously convicted of grievous SO offense. 4. Subsection 3B does not apply if the defendant was younger than 18 years old at the time of the offense. Okay. And when imposing a sentence under subsection 3A, 5B, and the court may impose a term of imprisonment under subsection B if it is the first offense for the defendant under the section. The defendant was younger than 21 years old at the time of the offense, and the court finds that lesser term than the term described in subsection 3A is the interest of justice under the facts and circumstances of the case, including the age of the victim, states the reason for finding the record. B, if the conditions of the subsection 5A are met, the court may impose a term of imprisonment of no less than 15 years, which may be life, 10 years, which may be life, or 6 years, which may be life. 6, imprisonment under the section mandatory in accordance with section 76-3 406 point, amended by chapter 8122 general session, and it is this one right here. So he's looking at maybe like, because he's under 18, like 15 or 10 years or something like that.
Yeah, sorry, I was digging. That's how I
interpret it,
yeah.
because he was under. But so if he could still be charged, but he's just under that. Geez Louise. This is like really bad. I know they say they have no statute of limitations in Utah. There's no statute of limitations in Utah. So yeah, they can charge them. And if those emails are legitimate, that's definitely going to be brought into evidence. And if also like her testimony, I don't know what else they have, but if they're indicting you, I'm pretty sure they're going to have more than a statement and some emails, if you catch my drift. You know what I mean? They're probably going to have more than that, or the case would be like thrown out. I mean, that's absolute crazy. And Texas ran away. I think Texas basically said he heated himself and was like, I don't need to be sued. No, I'm joking. I was joking.
So I was just reading back over them. So according to that, prison time is mandatory if he is convicted. Mandatory.
Yeah. I mean, like he'll be lucky. I mean, if he's convicted, he'll be lucky to do 6 years.
Well, is it? I think it's 6 years for each count, right?
Yeah. Well, how many counts was he?
Wow.
2 counts.
Oh, he's got two. Okay.
So he's got like 12.
Well, and you know when they charge you with 2 like that back to back, it's because they'll drop one and plea you out with the other one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's come on now.
Oh yes, I didn't know.
Girl over here knows a little something about that.
Yeah, we should know. Queen's got some experience.
Yeah,
I know nothing.
Yeah, but
this is just.
I don't know, but see these kind of charges right here, though. I can't fucks with you. If this is true, I can't fucks with this. This is fuck that. I mean, like I said, innocent until proven guilty. When you go to court, you know what I'm saying? I know. Like I said, shit. I used to simp for them for a long time, so I'm still just sitting here like.
I feel like this whole year has been destroying like every single organization, like thing. I used to like. Oh, like WP is great.
That's fucking awful. Just to even imagine. I don't like it.
Yeah, and I think Ikamel's smart enough. Like he definitely has the receipts, and he probably has the money. To, so this is an indictment. This is not good, and I don't think it's good for WP. This is just devastating. I'll make my comments about other things when he gets convicted, but I'm just waiting for that. But yeah. But if this is true, this is really, really fucking crazy. This is possibly even crazier than, in my opinion, the whole Betty thing, to be honest with you.
Yeah. This takes the cake. This takes the cake.
Yeah, I mean, like, I remember I joked with you, was like, what's the next one? And it's like,
you said it yesterday, didn't you? You said it yesterday. What's the next one? Well, here we go. It fell in our lap, didn't it?
I was like,
do you think? Oh, sorry, man. Do you think he would release a statement like stepping down or anything?
Yeah, I would think you'd want to step down. I mean, like at least try to sell the organization or something like that. I mean, like I'm surprised he didn't make like a statement beforehand. Like, why is he waiting for a statement when a YouTuber is reviewing it? Why didn't he make a statement before he was indicted and be like, yo, I've been indicted. These are frivolous charges, blah, 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 the usual corporate shit. Like, he really needs a press team. I've said this a little earlier in the Kyler Browning case. I said, you need a press team, and this would probably be the time to use a press team. And I'm not giving advice to possible criminals, but I'm just saying, if you're going to have a multi-million-dollar business, probably should have someone who does press releases. Just a little piece of advice for anyone in the future that wants to do this. I'll be right back. Just give me 1 second.
I'm just stunned.
Girl, I'm too.
This is insane. Like I don't even have words. They're not coming out of my mouth.
Well, he'll probably, and I'm thinking he'll probably have Doug run it. I mean, Doug's pretty, he's pretty knowledgeable in what he's got going on. I don't know. I know there's a lot of people that are saying, why now? Why is she coming out now? Why is she saying something now? And trust me, I asked the same question. Why are you saying something now?
Oh, well, she said in her email, in the original email, that she stumbled across a video of him. Again, though, like, why wait 30 years? But maybe that was just a trigger for her.
Well, maybe she's just gotten therapy and she finally wants to like actually confront this person. I mean, like, we don't know anything, but maybe, it sounds like this is like maybe something looks like something covered up or something like that. And maybe she just didn't know about the laws in Utah. Maybe she's just, looking up. We don't know. I mean, what's her reason? And I'm just very weird.
And she doesn't have to she doesn't have to, validate that reason to anyone publicly at all either. But yeah, I am curious though. 30 years is a long time.
Yeah, and also Itzmel says, B10, this is hearsay, but someone in the ICML chat stated he cut ties with AWP, and I'm assuming he left the company, which is why he hasn't been in the video. It's all been Doug hearsay. Yeah, and also brings into light, like, how long did they possibly know this? You know what I mean?
Well,
like,
these emails that go to AWP support team are February 4th. Now, we don't have the year on there, but is that February this year? That's still an extremely long time.
I mean, like, this is me I'm telling people right now, tinfoil hat. I'm a tinfoil hat right now. But, like, wasn't there, like, a huge split with AWP from the original founder?
Yes.
Like, when did he leave?
Well, was he the original founder? Maybe Queen knows, or
yeah, you were the guy who made.
But...
Yeah, when did that guy leave? The original, like, he made like a reply video why he left AWP.
Yeah.
When did he leave?
What was his name?
He left in February. You're saying? Who? Did he like? Is it Sam?
Sam. That's what I thought, Sam, but I didn't want to say. I think it's Sam.
Yeah. Did he leave around the time? Like, when did he leave?
Well, I think I was gonna say he left. So he said, and then he shut his whole channel down. He shut his whole thing down when call got leaked, I guess. I'm not sure. I don't know the situation behind that, so I don't want to bring that up.
Yeah, the adventure man. Yeah, I know that, but I'm saying, like, when did he leave the organization? What date did he start leaving?
I'm not sure. Let me Constance Sue wants to come up. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah, I'd just like to know, because that's kind of a what's up? That's kind of a coincidence.
Yeah. Hey, Constance, what you got to add, baby?
I got the info on Sam and Jared too.
I knew you did, babe.
Sam and Jared left about Sam wasn't the original founder. It was Jared that was the original founder. Jared gets all the money. He don't pay any of them guys except the video editors. Sam left because when they went back on this current tour last, Sam said, "Hey man, I feel like I should at least get 10% for merchandise with my likeness." All he wanted was the merchandise with his likeness.
Yeah,
and Jared said, "Fuck off." Jared said, "Fuck off." And he's like, "Really?" And Jared's like, "Yeah, how ungrateful are you? How dare you ask me? You should have been building your channel," and on and on and on. Well, Sam deleted his videos because Sam, didn't really want to. Sam left and the other guy left. And then Dan, the video guy, the young guy, he backed Sam up. He had left earlier, but he backed Sam up and he said, yeah, Jared treated us like shit. Jared, he paid for room and board, but Jared kept all that $1 million that goes to Jared. What Jared does is these people that are his side pieces, he tells them, "Here, I'm going to help you build your channel by coming to help me." So Doug and all them, the only benefit they really get is the meals provided and everything out there, and then to build their channel. I screenshot Jared's response to Sam's video, and I still have all that. It was very arrogant and very rude as hell of him. If you want it, I can email it to you. That's all I want to tell you.
Yeah, but what did you know the date that he left?
Email it over to me, baby.
Like, when was the date that he left?
I'm not real sure. It was like maybe a year ago. It'll be on the email. It'll be on the screenshot I have. I'll look.
Do you think there's what do you think about this whole situation? Because you know a lot. I've listened to you before. You usually do deep dives on people. What do you think of the situation?
It's, if everybody in the country would just be honest and speak about it. I think this happens in every family. I just put in chat, it happened in my family. It was my uncle. He was probably 13 years older than me. I didn't tell for 30 years. And the only reason I told was we were having a big family fight over my grandma. And he said something smart ass to me. And I said, "At least I'm not a child molester." I was a wild child and I had a lot of problems because of that. And so everybody, "Oh, she's just lying." Well, all of a sudden, my cousin, who's the perfect one, who's never been in trouble, stepped up. I'm going to cry. She stepped up behind me and she said, "Well, what about me?" Jeez. And I just turned to her and I was like, my first thought was, thank God he did it to you too. How awful is that? But had he not did it to her, no one would have ever believed us because no one believed me. Yeah. I lost. And then my cousin's like, she didn't want to talk about it. She's like, I said, she didn't want to talk about it no more. I lost most of my family and my whole church family because the man is still a deacon at the First Baptist Church. because it's easier to believe and just deal with a deacon than it is to believe me and have to remove the deacon. And it happens in more families than you think. It really does.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
And it's just, people say it's experimenting and it's this, my ex-husband used to call it Jebbin and Debbin when cousins would hook up, but it is experimenting to a point, but then what point does it get to be exploitation? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but I meant like, do you think these emails what do you think of the emails? Like, do you think
I don't know. I just seen him today and I heard him today. They seem pretty legit though, because why would he keep having the conversation with her if
Yeah, that was a continued conversation.
Yeah.
Gretchen, you're up here. Honey, you're up here.
He would say, what the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm just
Well,
wondering.
and a lot. What makes me wonder is, like I said, I still have it. I got the an email about this a while back, and I didn't believe it. I read part of it and was like, whoa, they got the wrong person. I just didn't even finish reading it, you guys. I feel like an asshole.
Well, I can't blame you because, without receipts, this is a serious allegation. And also
absolutely. Yeah.
There's some sick people out there that will make false allegations against celebrities just so that they can get their names out there and just kind of like fuck with their lives. So you got to really be careful with that because, Jared's kind of a celebrity and I'm not vouching for him or defending him or anything. I'm just saying that's why you need those receipts. When it comes to these celebrities,
well, there's a lot of people who are saying, why is she saying something now? Why did she wait? Well, like you said, sometimes you just don't say anything because it's easier to sweep it under the rug than it is to lose family or have family not believe you or, cause a big family war over it. I've heard people say that as well. I mean, and I'm not saying that's okay or you should do that or anything like that. I'm just saying that's what I've had a few people who have went through it have said,
I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it if I had to do it over again. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I value my family more than, anything.
Queen, I don't need to be on panel, just chit chat.
The point of the matter is we don't have the right to ask why she took so long to, or I don't mean so long, but why she took 30 years to put this out there. It's not our right to ask that or demand that of her at all.
I agreed. I just was when I brought up the 30 years, I didn't know the statute of limitation or like what the evidence, because usually with these cases like DNA is involved. Obviously, there's no DNA involved, so you have to think about the evidence that possibly they brought the case.
Well, and like Liv Block said earlier, that extending the statute of limitation is fairly new. I know that it was about over a year ago, but
which is good.
It could have been.
I agree with that law. I agree there shouldn't be a statute of limitation for shit like this.
But I would never bring charges against my uncle. I don't know why, but I just wouldn't. I just wouldn't. I really don't know why I would, but I just wouldn't.
I have my opinions of those types of people, and I will not say them. But let's just say volcanoes for all of them. And if Dietz knows what I mean by volcano, probably.
I'm with you. It's just I know what you mean.
Gretchen, what's up, Gretchen?
Oh, I didn't need to be up here. I was just putting a link in private chat for Queen to read.
Okay.
Yes, I actually was back here reading it, and I didn't even see I dropped the screen. I'm so sorry. Usually I'm.
I don't know. It's fine.
Right, I don't read it very often, but
Oh my.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry.
What's your email?
No,
and I'll send you
I just wanted to
screenshot.
make sure you saw that because I didn't. It just said his saying in his biography about the mistake he made when he was younger that resulted in a child. Like, you don't refer to relationships you had as a minor that resulted in a pregnancy as a mistake the way he does in his biography. So I think that might be what he's talking about in that My Story link.
Oh shit.
Yes, and that's okay. So it says there's a link that basically what she's talking about, which is also another
it's his website.
I got an email to it as well, and it's in his biography, but he says basically he admits to a mistake when younger that resulted in a baby. He had tried to reach out and be a dad, but she really wants nothing to do with him, and it devastates him. If that's what it is, that
It makes sense that that would be it, because I mean, when you have a baby as a teenager, that's not something you write like that. Like at the time I read it, I didn't think like the R word. I was just thinking, oh, he made a mistake and got, didn't use condom or something. But the way it's written now in retrospect, it's like, is that what he's talking about? Is that his child that he's talking about that wants absolutely nothing to do with him, the result of this situation? And maybe that's why, like, Don doesn't get charged, because there's literally a child that can prove it.
Yeah, that would be the DNA, by the way.
Right.
That would be the DNA. Oh my God, that's fucking.
That
I mean,
exactly
he wrote very candid.
That would be why they would press charges 30 years later.
Oh
I mean, it makes more sense than just taking their word
And this
for
is
it.
just, by the way, everyone, this is tinfoil theory. This is completely tinfoil.
Alleged, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because that's
It's
saying
you just,
9, 10
it's just
year old.
kind of like what you would read between the lines if you read his little blog, or basically it's a friggin' book.
What section of
biography.
the blog is it? Because I'm looking at this section. What section is under? Is it
Hang
under
on, let
beginning,
me-
high school, married with children? What was it under?
Before she answers that, I found Sam left on September 16th of 2021.
September.
Last year.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's just very, very weird. I get that they're fighting, but yeah, probably was just money, the issue with money. I guess that makes sense. But I was just wondering what was the date. But let me see. But what section of it is it? Yeah, I'm trying to look for it. Oh, I see it now. So is this it now for the?
I was gonna say, do you want me to share it here? I got it pulled up too. Should I share the screen on it or no?
Yeah, and read it from the screen. So this is from the biography, probably. And you could just, I think it starts from for some sad truth. Is that what you're gonna read from? Had a fling and had always suspected that I might have a daughter out there. Yeah, that's something there. And I can read it, or you can read, and you can go down. I think the section is now for some sad truth. It's under married with children. It's right under that. So for those who are listening, I'll read it.
Is it right there now for some sad truth right here?
Yeah, it says
my wife and our 2 daughters. I am saddened that I have a daughter who was not part of my life. Right? Is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Somebody's got feedback. I'm gonna mute though. Might be me.
I'll read it. Now for some sad truth. While I have had an amazing life with my wife and our 2 daughters, I am saddened that I have a daughter who was not part of my life, and that we have all missed out on the adventures along the way. You see, back in high school, I had a fling and had always suspected that I might have a daughter out there. When she was 5, I pushed for paternity test and was happy to hear that she was mine and how she would blend into our family. However, you can only imagine how one would feel thinking you are your child's father only to learn you are not. Her father became vindictive and swore I'd never get a chance in helping raise her. I can't say that I blame him for what he did in keeping her from me. She tracked me down in a secret near the end of her high school years, and it was so great having a relationship with her. She wanted answers, but she was never satisfied with with my responses. She felt I didn't try to and fight hard enough for her, despite the stack of court documents I've kept through the years. There is a hole in my heart from not being part of her life. My heart hurts that she asked I not attend her graduation. My heart hurts that I was invited to her wedding. My heart hurts that I have grandson in the world who who I've only ever gotten to see grow up through a picture and videos. It hurts that she and her husband don't respond to my texts or emails. For the time being, I've given up reaching out as to not drive her farther away and wait patiently for the day she lets me back into her life. She can't understand how I can love her, but as a father, you will always have your child regardless of the lack of time you had together through the years. Yeah, but it sounds like these are court documents, so I can't think of a reason that he would have court documents of a crime. Like if this was actually the not like
Yeah,
the person.
and then what is he talking about with the paternity test? But the dad wouldn't. Like I understand that she had a stepdad, and this does that whole thing doesn't even read right. Like it's been edited or something. Since I read
Yeah,
it.
it sounds. That's what I was like a little. I feel like is he referring to like did she have like a foster? Like was the mother like had another man and
Had to be.
Yeah, and didn't realize that like that wasn't his kid at the age of 5, when the kid was turned 5, or
Because why
what?
have anything to do with her today or go to her wedding? Why be devastated if you found out at 5 that it was another?
Well, I think that, hold on. I think that because they said the paternity came back that it was his daughter, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So obviously, if that is.
There's the DNA proof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But the thing is,
but maybe she didn't say anything for a long time because of the family dynamics, you know? And
or it could be just another person because like I can't imagine like
what if she got with a boyfriend and he claimed her and that's to him that's his daughter, period.
Oh, by the way,
and him saying what he said about he can understand why the dad wouldn't let him.
Oh, yeah, I just want to let Voices know. Voices, you might want to jump up for this, but
Voices, Lord.
Voices, you missed it. Apparently, Jared from AWP is being indicted for R-ing an underage girl and from 30 years ago, about 2 days ago. And we're looking through the indictment and we're looking through his bio right now a little bit. And basically, it's a roller coaster ride. And we're trying to not, you might want to jump up if you want to like that. But yeah,
I mean,
documents.
don't you agree it reads weird now? Like it just seems like something's just.
Yeah, I mean, like my thought is just like he was in high school with a woman, and then 5 years later, so this had to be like a while ago because this daughter has grandkids.
A grandchild,
yeah,
or his grandkid.
Yeah, so this is definitely a while ago. So,
and I remember when I read it that it was talking about the mistake he made. He went into detail, but not that he did that. But so it looks like it's a rushed edit because it makes no sense there at the end when he's talking about.
Yeah, you would probably say, "Oh, it was just I had a kid under 8. You know, I had a kid before I graduated high school. You know, I didn't accept responsibility for the kid, and that, or maybe I didn't know about the kid or something like that because, she was dating someone at the time and maybe like that. But it reads very weird. Like, why would was she like, that's a kind of weird thing. I guess no one really picked up on it because it was, whatever.
I just think it's weird because I don't know why the dad would be upset. I mean, I get if he raised her, but you have to, the dad would understand that's his biological daughter if everything is on the up and up. But if it's not on
it
the
says
up and up,
here, but I can mention I would feel thinking you were a child's father only to learn you were not. Let me see. When I pushed parental test, however, you can imagine how one would feel thinking you were your child's father only to learn you were not. My guess, like when I read that, it sounded like the woman had a relationship with another man and that the man thought that was her kid. So that when he found out 5 years later it's not his kid, he was like, no, you're not going to get any sort of parental rights over this kid. I'm the one that raised him. That's what I figured by just reading it.
that's what it says, period, point blank. So why has he got a grandson now? Why is he upset that the dad doesn't? That's weird.
Somebody just messaged and said, I don't think it has to do with the R because the cousin said she's only able to charge him because of what he put in writing and what he did to her. Hold on, Perplexed. Is this you back here? I just want to make sure before.
It's me.
What's up, Perplexed?
Hey.
And Voices, you're up here too.
How you doing, Voices?
All right, I'm gonna pop down so it don't get like
All right, dude. See ya.
Bye.
When Perplexed jumps on, it's gonna get crazy. I'm joking. Perplexed.
I know, right? She's fun. Well, unless she starts screaming, I don't want to hear it. Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, girls.
All right, I got a question.
All right, this is let me lower my volume before your question comes out. I get worried whenever you say I have a question.
Good morning.
To be honest, like
I popped in late and I tried rewinding and finding out what was going on. And nobody was explaining anything. All you could get if you came in late and didn't know the conversation, all you could get was Jared was accused of some kind of R charges back 30 years ago.
Yeah, perplex. Look, here's a link to the Reddit post. It actually shows the
I'm in my car.
Oh, I'm sorry. So actually, we pulled up the 6th Judicial District, and basically he's being charged for a crime that he did 30 years ago of R of a child, and it just was filed today, and it's actually a court document from 11/3/22. So 2 days ago. So he's actually been indicted on a charge. He's going to appear in court in November 30th at 10:30 for this 30-year-old charge.
All right.
And then there's also emails apparently of exchange where we're not sure if the emails are real. You know how emails can be doctored, but it seems like a full-length conversation. And that's the, you can read the Reddit, a full-length conversation with him and this woman. And we're just basically, that's what we're discussing.
All right. So here's my question though. Me, Queen Bee, Cappy, that girl, and I forgot who else was on panel, must all be psychics. Because we discussed this weeks ago. How did we know about it if this is brand new?
No, I'm thinking it's the charge. I mean, like, I don't think he was actually charged with a crime. Like, he's indicted.
Right.
He's showing up for court, and he was just indicted 2 days ago.
Now he's been indicted for the stuff that you guys heard about.
Yeah.
So this is just that pipe, everything coming down the pipe. You guys heard about it, and now it's moved to indictment, and he's been indicted on those charges that y'all heard about.
Yeah. What you heard, you might have thought was rumor or speculation, but now the courts are actually charging him for a crime that is allegedly occurred 30 years ago.
Am I the only one that thinks it's ridiculous to be able to charge someone 30 years later?
I can't agree with you on that one, and I'm gonna just say that and be just to be respectful. I just can't agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm sure they wouldn't indict him just because she said it. I'm sure there's other things there probably in
Like
evidence.
what though? Like what? Most of these cases are done on hearsay.
Yeah, I mean, some of them are, but what would be? I mean,
Laura,
if you just brought
Laura, what if he put in writing that he did it? That is an admission of a crime.
Yeah. If
Well,
they
why
could verify.
why
Give
wait
them-
30 years?
Honey, what if? Again,
Well, she was apparently in the docket. Did you know that the girl was? It's alleged the girl was 9 years old, and they were family members. Thought they were cousins, blood cousins.
So why?
And he
wait
was
30
and he was
years?
16. Listen, people deal with trauma differently.
She might
maybe.
have had to, she might have had to go through counseling,
Right.
trauma. Who knows? Maybe it was something
Why would
she
you question
repressed
that?
in her mind for a while, and then something brought it back up. It's not for us to determine whether 30 years is right or wrong to wait for. That's not
Why
our
not wait
decision to
30
make.
years until you were well established as an adult to be able to? Be
No,
able
what I'm saying though is I agree with statute of limitations for certain things. Utah's is weird though.
Yeah, well, it's the only one I can think of. I don't know if there's other ones that have no statute of limitations on their crimes.
Some of them don't. I think LA and New York eliminated statute. I
okay.
think. But I'm
Yeah.
not positive.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I'm waiting for the appearance because because obviously all we have is an indictment at this point. And if this could be we just don't know what the evidence is. So I'm pretty much like siding with the side of caution and be like, okay, guys, let's not make a ledge trial and just wait for evidence. But
Now, what are you going to say if it gets thrown out? Are you going to say you had a good lawyer, or are you going to say it's probably not true?
Well,
that's just a question. It's just a question.
you want my opinion of it, or do you want the general?
No, your opinion.
If it gets thrown out, that means there wasn't enough evidence to support the claim. So, if he's just indicted, it doesn't mean he's guilty of anything. It just means he was indicted on something. But
it also doesn't mean it's not true.
Well, it can also mean it's but what my thought is that what's going to be like, in my opinion, he gets thrown out, but what's going to happen is it's going to hit his organization very badly and hurt AWP for sure. This is not a good situation.
AWP could, like, the best thing he can do is step the fuck away from that and be done with it, because that's going to be a mess.
Because I'm more of the lines of, like, if the judicial process says he's in it, if he's just indicted and he's just like, they throw out the case and it's like, that means they didn't have enough evidence to convict him. You know what I mean? Like, obviously people are going to hold their opinions, but I'm just going to be like, okay, maybe they just didn't have enough, and that's it. And I'm not going to say anything else, to be honest with you, because like, I'm not going to accuse a man of being something, on live air if he's not convicted of it. You catch my drift, Perplex?
Oh, I do. I just, someone said it before, and I have to agree with them. Look at Dolly. Look at Betty. Look at all the shit they've done, and people just keep loving them and throwing money at them and making them bigger. And I think this is going to be the same. I think you're going to get a couple of people that are going to leave, but I think most people are going to stick by them, see what happens. And then if he gets convicted, that's another story. But if he doesn't get convicted or it gets dropped, it's not going to matter.
I think it'll just hurt them. It will probably hurt them a little bit, and they'll probably, like, how the internet is with, like, their goldfishes. They have their memories are like 4 minutes, so people will probably forget about it in 6 months. But if he gets convicted, it will probably, does he have, like, full ownership of this company? So, like, what happens?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Yeah. If he's full owner, what's going to happen to all these people that have jobs, doing this route? They're going to all.
Well, at some point, these people that had jobs obviously must have known this.
Yeah.
No. Smart, Tim, if they're smart, if he's smart, which he is, he's going to put the company in somebody else's name. Could be his wife's name, could be his kid's name. He's going to put the company in someone else's name, and it'll work from behind the scenes. That's what they do.
Yeah.
And a lawyer would tell him to do that. A lawyer would say, put it in someone else's name so you don't lose everything.
Yeah.
He may have done it already. He may have even done it already.
Why do you think they didn't make a statement before the, like, indictment, like, or before it, like, try to get ahead of it?
They had to have if we all knew about it.
No, we only heard about it from the indictment. They haven't made a statement, AWP, yet. They're starting
No. I'm saying originally, a couple of weeks ago when we all heard about it. Somehow it got out a couple of weeks ago. So, and I believe they may have said something. I asked Queen Bee, I'm not 100%, but I know they made some kind of statement about it. Like, it's rumors and something like that. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure there was something said about it, that not to believe it, it's just rumors.
Well, even if it's rumors, now it's turned into an indictment, so it totally changes the whole ball game.
So the girl put it in writing. So she said, the girl says, his cousin says that she's able to charge him because him and his family thought the statute of limitations was up. So she was able to get it in writing from him, and
smart girl.
She had.
But did he write "I raped you" or just?
You can actually read. You can actually read the text, like the email exchange. It's on the Reddit post I posted in the chat. I can, like, if I think Queen could probably email you the Reddit post and you can download the links and everything.
What that girl read before, that said nothing about and says nothing. All that said was "I'm sorry," which could have been anything.
Again, you've got to read the entire post.
Yeah, you got to read the whole thing. It's more than that, what we read. It's like 6 pages. It's like 7 pages of emails, actually. And he did it from his own, he did it from AWP support, Jared. He did this whole thing from there, allegedly. Because, I'm not sure if these are actually verified emails. You know what I mean? Like, these could be doctored. We don't know.
That's fishy, too, though. Why wouldn't he write it from his personal email?
I've said that.
What if that's what if he uses that as his personal email? Number one.
What I read earlier was just the probable cause. So that's what was on the probable cause. That wasn't out of any emails or anything. And then as far as why he wrote back from AWP, that's where the email from her was originally sent, was to AWP's support help. But like Tim and I were saying earlier, why not move it to your private email? So
exactly,
definitely AWP is somewhat aware if anybody else has access to that server.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I'm sure.
He says in the email, "I'm not hiding. My family knows."
You're breaking up, Kate. Can you read that again?
My coworkers know, and whatever. Like he says he's not.
You're breaking up, Kate.
All right, I'm just gonna go and check because I'm.
Okay. Sorry about that, Kate. I mean, hopefully you come back, actually.
All right, Tim. So what was she saying?
I don't know. She was breaking up. I don't know what she was reading. I could barely hear what she was saying, unfortunately.
Oh, you didn't read the whole email?
No, I read the email, but I'm reading it on on a live, like while I'm talking. So it's not like I've actually I was hit with this while I was live, actually. So you catch my drift.
Did they use the R word?
I don't. From the emails I'm seeing, I do not see the R word used. But
Laura, why don't you read it? If you've got all these questions.
She's in a car.
Voices, I'm in the car. Why do you fucking fight with me every goddamn time you come on panel? I was talking to Tim. Jesus Christ.
I'm just looking through.
Because I'm reading the chat and everybody's saying you're killing the room.
Good. I'm glad.
Just doing a quick glossary check. I don't see. Let me see.
Sorry, y'all. I had to go heat up some cheese dip because, fuck, I'm starving. I was not ready for all this.
And it's like, okay.
Good
You
Lord.
bring me some cheese dip. Damn, it just got heated fast.
I know, right?
Yeah, no, that's fine. I mean, it's. Okay, it says in one email, I don't know the order of it. It says, unfortunately, the chance of coming across a video of my childhood are Jared Larisky, my cousin, yes, my own flesh and blood. I wasn't his only family victim. And honestly, who knows how many other there are out there that aren't part of our family due to the diving group, Adventures with a Purpose. This man is regarded as a hero and an angel, and he is invited into people's homes with welcome, loving arms. He has been through the system, CPS, the Mormon church, therapies, and so many more, as you'll be able to tell from the writing. But I do now know for a fact that he did not start with me, and he didn't stop with me either. At one point, like you will read, did verbally admit to my mother, and it blanks out the name, that he had M'd me, obviously skimming over the more horrific parts, like he attempted.
That's
her statement. Yeah.
Not his.
So
Well,
here's
you
his
asked-
statement. I
wait,
think this is what Kate was going to read.
But you said it was the R word used, and I was just reading the thing
I
that
meant
said the
from
R.
him.
Yeah, okay.
No, I just meant from him.
I think this is what Kate was trying to allude to earlier. And this is an email from him. And it says, we live in a society that acknowledges the mistakes made in the past, accepting those who have proven to change. My life holds no secrets, and everyone in my office feels your pain and has seen this email string, for I don't filter my own emails. So that lets us know that they've all seen it. They know me for the man that I am and not the mistakes of a 12-year-old who learned to recognize the cycle and break the cycle as many of us cousins did. You were younger and not yet ready to accept my apology and recognize the steps we made for future generations to protect them. I hope you can one day find forgiveness and peace.
Yeah, and if someone accused you, Laura, if someone accused you of, let's say these are real, let's just go jump to that. If someone accused you of R-ing them when they were a kid, you'd probably not further our discussion with them, and you'd probably say, what you're talking about? I never did this. What the fuck you're talking about?
No, I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
You know, you wouldn't just continue a conversation. I would be like, this ends now. Stop spreading bullshit rumors about me. This is a serious act. I would get pissed because you accuse me of being like an R. I would not talk to you at that point.
And then, I agree.
So, I mean,
no, those are admitting words. He's basically admitting it.
Yeah, but that's why I'm keep on saying if these are real, because you know how the internet is with altering things. So I need to, and I'm just saying that because, I don't want to look like a moron like 2 days later when someone finds out they're fake, you know what I mean? Or real, you know what I mean? I just rather be very cautious on whether they're real or not. I'm just looking through a Reddit post and like things like that,
How old were they?
One was, she was not, it's alleged that she was 9 and he was 16 or 7. And then they did it again, I think, when she was 10 and he was 17 or something like that.
Right.
But
it was 1992. He was born in 75.
And apparently,
yeah, he let off that, that he was 12 throughout that whole email. And then she corrects him in her next email saying, let's do the math. I was 9 or 10, and you're 6 or so years older than me. That makes you a lot older than 12. So she kind of corrects his math there.
Yeah, and there is an actual statute we read that actually covers this, so he could be charged even if he's under, like this was done, under the age of 18. Apparently, if you're under a certain age, they consider it R-ing in that state as well.
Oh, and she ends that email with, "But I do appreciate you're admitting it in writing." And he said, "You are welcome. I hope it helps in your healing process."
Yeah.
Who
Dumbass.
marries a guy that does that at 17?
Yeah. But I'm just, yeah, I mean, if this is true, this man's, a monster.
But if he's telling us now that he was 12, that means that he probably assumed that he was 12 when he did it.
Oh my God. But yeah, I mean, and no one when we were talking to Laura doesn't know this stuff. We were just reiterating, so she probably didn't know all these facts because I just found about this about an hour ago, to be honest with you. An hour or so. This is some crazy shit, to be honest with you. This is like the craziest thing I've heard, actually.
At 17, you're an adult. I mean, you're not an adult, but you are an adult.
Yeah, absolutely. And if it's true that she was like 9 or 10, that's like, that's terrible. That's fucking, I don't care what age of humankind you are, that is considered child. That's a child. Even if we went back 5,000 years, that's a child. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you. If you
I agree. Or I agree with what Bluebonnet said. Or it wasn't the first time that he had done something like that.
Well, and I just learned I could switch over and read comments, but he absolutely was 16 or 17. It's just in his email to her, he was trying to portray that he was 12, and she corrected that. So we're not saying he was 12.
He's claiming so
age.
So he was claiming in his defense, I was 12 at the time, and you were 9, and okay, Jesus. But that wouldn't make sense if people actually pulled up the dates of her birth and his birth, obviously. So that's what an investigator would probably say, like, oh well, he's way older than you by this amount. Yeah, Jesus Christ.
See, but he also said in his response at the very end, he said that we took precautions so it doesn't happen in the future. So he did it after and before.
Well, that's kind of what I'm wondering. If he stated what, 1, 2, 3 times in that email that he was, 12 years old. I'm wondering if he had another situation when he was 12, and that's why it's stuck in his mind at that age. But he did say,
kind of what I just said.
Yeah, no, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, I mean, like, but this is not like. That's why I was like, I get why you came in. You're just verifying, Laura, just to make sure, because obviously, if you stepped in the chat, we're reading his bio, and you're probably like, what the hell's going on here? Why we're reading AWP Gerald's bio? But yeah,
that's what I came in saying. I didn't know anything. I came in blindsided.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm just saying that for the chat because some people were getting mad. It's like you just didn't know, and you were just being educated, just informed about it.
It's my normal haters. It's the same haters I've had for years.
Yeah. It's not really fair because I didn't know about this until an hour ago. I heard other people secretly knew about this but didn't say because, obviously you want receipts. You don't want to say this shit out loud unless you get like an indictment and other things because you don't want to be – because, we all know how Jared talks about he has multiple civil lawsuits go in the back burner and you don't want to say something where you can, number one, ruin a man's reputation, number two, be sued to oblivion. So that's probably why no one said anything earlier on until the indictment came in.
No, Kimberly K., we knew that there was something about some kind of rape. That we knew. But we didn't know any of the details.
The emails have been leaked for a little while, from my understanding.
Well, when we were going off about said, stank ass PI, we were talking about fake PI, remember that? Jared came up on panel.
That's right.
When Jared came up on panel, on my panel here, we were talking to him, and after that time on panel, I got an email right after that said, this, and I'm like, oh, they gotta have the wrong person. And I didn't even finish reading the other half of it. Then we brought it up, or somebody brought it up, and we were talking about it on panel. but we didn't know. I had no idea if it was true or not, if it was alleged, if somebody made this up. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was somebody making it up, i.e. the fake PI to get back at him because, you know what I'm saying? I just thought it was something to do with all that.
Right.
I was stunned when I heard about it coming out for real. Then when he got indicted, and then I was even, it blew my mind when Iqmel went live about it this morning and showed all the documents.
Right.
And I was just coming up here to discuss the BHB and ACLU stuff, and I was getting all these emails as I was preparing to come on the StreamYard. So then it just kind of all changed, and it just kind of blew up. That's how it happened.
I'm so glad you had him and came up here to, you know, talk about it, because we were like, whoa, we got to discuss this. Wow.
So Baggy Betty's been doing more?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
She had a morning.
Okay, so off topic a little bit. I watched, may I say another channel name that's a bigger, real true crime? Not just a, she doesn't participate in any of the drama.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. So last night, Lauren with Hidden True Crime did an interview with Collier Landry. His mama, he was the victim. Like, he heard his daddy killing his mama on New Year's Eve. Now, Collier has, he has totally has a different perspective. Go out and listen to that interview. Really seriously go out and listen to it, because some of the things Collier talked about last night was exactly about like these anti-protesters, all of this stuff. It was like salve on a sore ass last night, listening to his perspective as a victim, as a real victim of these circumstances. It was really interesting to listen to his take. It's about a 45-minute interview.
Yeah, we'll go check it out. But anyhow, I'm going to get back to this real fast. What I wanted to say about this real fast, about the 12-year-old baby, you guys said about, he kept saying he was 12. I can see him saying he's 12 to minimize. People look at a 12-year-old as, oh my God, he's a 12-year-old. He made a mistake, that, you know, he was learning. You know what I'm saying? He's younger. When you talk about a 17-year-old doing this, you know damn the fuck well that was no mistake. They knew what they were. He knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he's a man. He's a man at that. I'm sorry.
So at 12 years old, he would say,
can be charged as RSOs.
Yeah, Jared said, you know, a lot of people kept saying he was 12 years old. This happened when he was 12 years old. In his mind, he's trying to minimize. Okay, I was only 12 when this happened. I was still a little kid. No, you were not. You were 17. You were damn near a grown-ass man and knew exactly what she was doing.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't at 9 years old. If this is allegedly true or whatever.
And think about it. He went back and did it again when she was 10.
Well, when she was talking about, you know, the statement about, you know, he allegedly did this in the bed over grandma and grandpa's bed in the camper, that made me sick.
Yeah.
Hey, Willow, what's up, babe?
Hey, sweetheart. Hey, baby.
I didn't see you down there.
Yeah, you're all good. To be honest with you, the app has been cutting out so bad. The app has been cutting out so bad, the audio is like shit. So I've actually been back here a while. I was like, well, hell, at least it sounds good. I can hear everybody back here. So my audio has just been cutting out on my app all fucking day. So
it sounded like Laura just dropped her phone.
Good morning, Willow.
Sounds like Laura just dropped Laura. She's gone.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it sounds like she just dropped her phone. She was there, and then it just was like, boom, and turned off.
Miss Voices, how are you this morning, sweetheart?
Good morning,
yeah, I was. How are you, baby? I was wondering if this was ever going to come to light.
Yeah, what do you think, honey? What do you think? Give me your opinions on this. What's up? What you think?
Look, I was one of the outliers that was never a big AWP fan from the get-go, long before this Callie Rodney shit. Not even because I knew the whole story about this. I had heard of allegations, never actually saw the documentation, didn't know the numbers. I had actually originally been told 17 and 12. And I'm going to be real with you. That one's still rough. That's a rough one. You know, back in our grandparents' age, you know, it wasn't uncommon to see 13 and 18-year-olds get married. It wasn't, and it went 75 years. I mean, like marriages that lasted. So I could almost try to rationalize the numbers a little bit. If the numbers here are true, and we're literally talking 17 years old in sub-single digit age, there's nothing you can say to that. There's nothing you can say to that. At 17 years old, I'd already caught a felony. I was grown ass man packing pistols.
It was his own it was his own cousin. Like, it was his family. You know what I mean? They went to family. So she's not only, if this is allegedly, you know, if this is true, I mean, it's alleged right now because he's been indicted, but he has not been, he's at least, you know, unlike Leilani, he's been indicted now. You know, she's
Right.
just a suspect. He's been indicted. So when she's arrested, you know, like I said, why this is something to be protested about.
Amen.
Yeah.
How many
This
cases?
bothers me a little bit here. How is that happening? Because that's the part of the story that I'm just hearing today. I actually woke up.
Oh,
and
Betty went back out there. That was part of the other story.
Yeah, she stood there for like 20 minutes. The cops told her to get out of here, and then she said, "I'm."
20 minutes. Yep.
Yeah, and then the cops said, "Oh," and she's like, "I'm going to see you in federal court," and she's like going to try to sue now for her rights, and she's going to go to the ACLU, and if they do actually support her, I'm going to stop donating to the ACLU. So if you support Betty, goodbye donations from the ACLU. Just saying.
Well, Tim, we know that you're one of their. We know that you're one of their strongest supporters. So
I'm not. I'm just saying. I donate to certain charities, and I will stop immediately if they actually support her. I will 100% stop.
Well, I've seen that Dolly and company are, of course, now they're all playing up the crooked police, issue. Don't you find that a little weird? When they showed up, the whole issue was crooked cops not making an arrest. But now that the cops are arresting them, they're still crooked cops.
I think she went out there today to try and push because she's wanting to get that lawsuit. She's one, you know what I mean? That's what.
Yes.
Listen,
yes.
You guys are coming in late. So I bet you probably didn't hear this, but you remember Uncle Will who showed up the other night out there, and they kept saying, they thought he was in the Harley. Okay, he showed up today while Bullhorn was live. He pulled up on her.
Oh no.
Yep.
Okay, that's pretty funny. Uncle Will, man, he's becoming a player in a lot of different little communities, man.
He was up on panel today. You guys will have to rewind it. He was up on panel today.
Uncle Will came up here?
Yeah, he did.
Panel this morning.
How many hours have you been live?
Just I guess about 3. I was okay. Look, I was getting out of the shower when my phone started blowing up that she was back out there, and I said, "You fucking cunt cake."
Yep.
So then I called the girls, had the girls on their way back out there, and they said she had to leave in 20 minutes. So I said, "Don't even waste your fucking time." And then all of a sudden, a clown showed up, and then Will was there, and so it got.
So are you gonna tell Queenie? You're gonna tell him about how Uncle Will does not like the Willow's pig, and they're gonna have to get into a fight. I'm just joking, Willow.
I don't know Will well. I mean, we run in some other circles together, a couple other communities. So
That's not Baby Gap, is it?
No.
2 separate creators. This one is Uncle Will, and we dropped his name in the chat.
Uncle Will's from Creek Squad. He had like the big fight with Psychobabble, and he was like with Ryan.
Thank you. I was so confused for a minute. I was like,
Uncle Will.
Now we're calling him Uncle Will instead
of
no.
That's YouTube, Bill. That's his YouTube
like
name.
Ryan. Yeah, this is up church people, like the Creek Squad guys that we like, not the ones that are like the crack squads or whatever they call them. I don't know about all that, but these are the ones that we like.
Uncle Will jumped on the conspiracy train on the Cali thing there a little bit at the end, but he's a good dude, man. He's genuinely a good soul. I like Uncle Will. But as far as the Betty thing, yes, I saw a little bit about that this morning. I didn't watch it, but I knew she was out there repping her press credentials, just baiting, trying to get them to remove her so she could, scream some freedom of press kind of shit. I'm sure that's what she was doing. I'll give her that. She's got nerve to go back out there.
Well, Dolly's dumber than he looks if he goes back and he returns to the scene of the crime while being on a bond.
I hope he does. I actually hope he gets arrested and thrown in jail, and he has to stay there until he gets tried. To be honest with you,
he said he's keeping a safe distance from Savannah, basically just out of their jurisdiction, but he's still within 10-15 minutes of being there, and that he could drop in if he needed to. But he's keeping his distance right now from these crooked ass cops. That's what I was saying. It was crooked cops because they weren't arresting Leilani. Now that they're arresting you sons of bitches, they're still crooked cops. So which is it? Are they crooked
he acts like
or they're crooked for arresting people?
He acts like a tough guy sometimes. He's like, "Oh, you beat cops and stuff like that." Bro,
he's a wannabe tough guy. The only tough thing about him is his fucking TV channel list.
I mean, the whole take the hat off, dude. He seems to fetal position because he talked a lot of shit going into jail last night. He talked a lot of shit coming out of jail. That mugshot, he didn't look smug worth of shit, did he? He looked like he was gonna break down.
Kind of looked like he'd been crying.
He did. He damn sure did. He didn't look too happy at all when that mugshot.
Don't get me wrong. If I had a mugshot, you goddamn well know it would be in tears.
But you know what? The news, they made them look so incredibly stupid.
Was there a new news story?
Oh, that's something he said in his video today that blew my mind.
From yesterday, I believe, when they were outside the post office or wherever the hell they were at.
The DMV?
The tax commission office, something like that.
No, Jesus.
He
well, you know, there
in his video said that nobody is watching. Nobody is watching the local news and the area news about this case. That they're only getting their information from the likes of Betty and Olivia and him. Because then he starts talking about their numbers versus the local news network numbers.
Oh,
First
well,
off,
Betty,
dude,
she doubled down on that this morning. She's like, we have a combined over 170 some thousand views. That's way more than the news around here has. Like,
let me explain something to you real quick. For those who are just wrapped up in internet culture and don't know shit about the whole universe outside, let me tell you something. There's a big argument right now, speaking of church. Let's go with that one. Ryan Upchurch, Chase Matthew. Everybody's talking about Church's YouTube numbers versus Chase's numbers. Let me tell you something. When you're signed to Warner Brothers Music, nobody gives a shit about your YouTube numbers. You know why? Because your shit is blasted all over every radio station in the world. So YouTube numbers don't mean shit no more. For instance, let me try it this way. Does anybody think that Nickelback was somehow less successful than, say, Post Malone? No, Nickelback shit was all over terrestrial radio. It didn't need YouTube numbers. What you're not getting there, James, is this is a news network. This is an NBC, a CBS, a syndicate. It's everywhere. No, their YouTube numbers aren't usually as good as, say, PewDiePie's. But if you think the rest of the world doesn't see this, you are batshit crazy. If that's your metrics as YouTube numbers, you're an idiot.
Well,
it means nothing.
He doesn't understand that it works by the media market. And in that area, it's Nexstar. And you have to look at how far Nexstar reaches the country. Because anybody doing a national news segment that's an NBC affiliate could run that story. It's in their news network.
And can I say one thing? Like, people want to diss out the mainstream news. 90% of people on true crime content would have any content if they couldn't read the articles and actual investigations of mainstream news, including Dolly, including all these people. So, like, when they say, "Well, we have 170,000 people who are too lazy to read or watch the news now."
Well, if 896,000 people tuned in for the 6 o'clock news, then guess what? There's no reason that channel would have more than 2,300 views on the Simon case, because everybody watched it live on the 6 o'clock news. So of course your YouTube numbers aren't as big as batshit Beatrice or James.
Yeah.
I mean, that should be
Most-
not even.
Like
I just can't
most,
wrap my head around
yeah, most people just watch like YouTubers because one, they're like the good ones. This is the good YouTubers condense the information into something like a short video, and also their personality actually makes it easier to digest. Dolly does not read anything. He can't. He has the second grade comprehension of a child. He cannot read. So the only thing people are there for is to let him be on his panel while he smokes pot and then say crazy ass theories.
Well, Tim, he can read. He just can't process what he's reading. I've heard him read. He reads at a second grade level, and he cannot process. It doesn't, as it's coming in, like he's not explaining it going out. It's very clear. We can't say that he can't read, because unfortunately he can.
I said second grade comprehension level. What you
We
say?
are talking about Dolly, right?
Yeah, we are talking about Dolly. We're not, whatever Jared's accused of, we all know he can read. So,
And he can write very clearly because he admitted what he was accused of.
yeah, maybe Jared would have been better served if he wrote like Dolly. He might have not been arrested.
Yeah. There's the part of the story that I'm just now coming into. I had heard of these allegations years ago, and to be clear, that was not my issue with AWP. I was the outlier that caught a lot of shit long before the Kylie Rodney case. Because look, dude, again, let me say this. What they do is a greater good. They are a net positive. They provide a service that, unlike most YouTubers, they actually have a unique set of skills that Dolly doesn't possess in his little Scuba Steve outfit out there at the summer thing. No, these are legitimate divers that have a legitimate a trade. They know how to do a trick that most of us can't do. Good for them. They are a net positive. However, what I don't like about them is even in cold cases, if you go back and look at the titles of their videos, they claim to be about the where, not the who or the why. But yet every title has clickbaity shit about murder or missing, cold case, da-da-da. They always hype it. They always try to make it something it doesn't need to be. Guys been at the bottom of the river for 36 years. Who the hell knows how he got down there? Y'all are supposed to be doing the where, remember? But they don't. They try to hype that shit. That bothers me a little bit. But whatever. This time it bothered me a little more because this was an active investigation on the Kylie Rodney thing, which rubbed me a little bit more wrong. But whatever. Still, I think they're a net positive. They do shit that other departments can't do. Good for them. I just think they're kind of moochy YouTubers at the same time. This is something different. Like I said, I'd heard about this a long time ago, didn't know how true it was. Where is the arrest coming from? Because he's got to be my age or older. So how is he being picked up? Is he just
It's a
not being arrested
30.
for
There's he's indicted. He's indicted for these charges. We just
He's
read
been
the court
indicted and charged. These
Yeah.
charges.
So that's what brought it to light, is he's just
Yes.
now being arrested.
Yeah, 2 days ago. What happened
Oh,
was is that the crime allegedly occurred 30 years ago, and that since there's no statute of limitation, and this woman actually did email exchanges, and she's probably testifying about it, and there might be more evidence that they've had enough evidence now to charge him 30, and it just happened 2 days ago, basically the 3rd.
Well, okay, I know in most states, I don't know about all states, but I know in most states there are limits. There are heavy statutes, usually only 3 years on statutory.
Or 5
So
or
I'm
10 or
assuming-
15, but the Utah, it's no statutory limit.
Okay, that's what I was going to say. So are we
You've got
calling
to
this?
remember that Utah is very LDS. They have a lot of the FLDS where that happens. And should one of those girls actually flee one of those colonies, this gives them a leg to stand on. So Utah is a little bit different when it comes to this kind of stuff.
Which is so weird on so many levels when you start throwing in some of their other weird kind of marital whatever. But at any rate, so okay, so we're not calling this even, that's what I was getting at. I'm trying to say this the nicest way possible. So we're not calling this an SR, we're just calling this an R at this point, probably. Because if you call it just an R, I know there's no statute, I don't think, anywhere if it's just the R. If it's the S in the R, most places have a statute that got to be inside of a 30-year window, I would imagine. So that's the part that's blowing my mind, is how he just got hit for this. Like, God Almighty, y'all waited a good little minute.
Well, I mean, probably the woman didn't want to, because it seems like from reading the actual email, this it sounds like this is a recurring problem, let's just say, with the family and this particular what's happening, and maybe this is like something that's systemic with the actual family, because this is an actual incest case.
Right, it's not an R, it's I. It's IR.
Okay, see, my biggest takeaway from this is just to say this. True crime community, get your shit together. How about that? Yes, I'm talking to all of you. How in the fuck do we keep pedestaling junkies, convicts, and some of the grimiest sons of bitches in the world? How? How the fuck has your community been so infiltrated? How?
Infiltrated.
And nobody knows.
Well, it's because the thing is, man, you have to realize a lot of the internet is anonymous, and also the time that people actually look up the background of some people, they become very huge, like AWP. And you have to realize that AWP probably wasn't charged with any crime, so how would anyone know about this situation until maybe rumors and speculations much later? So that's
the one thing that does bother me too, is I always have to look at the timing of things. You know, I find it a little, I mean, we have terms for it in politics called, November surprise, and you got your all these little perfectly positioned drops of information. And to some degree, AWP is so heroically praised in this community. I don't know that this damages anything for them, if I'm being honest.
Well, if they actually
sad.
If he gets convicted, I think he'll destroy the organization. Most people have more cynicism against of people, and they're willing to. But
here's
in my personal opinion, if I found out an organization I was supporting and the head person did something like this, and he was basically the figurehead, I wouldn't even want to watch a video from that individual.
Well, here's the reality of it, right?
Go ahead, Willow.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
I was going to say, Miramax, just real quick, Miramax still makes great films. Okay, look, Weinstein's a piece of shit. Can't nobody argue that. Miramax still puts out great films. Like him, don't like him, doesn't matter. They put out great shit. I think this is now why you can go back a couple videos ago and see where they just hired in and wanted you to meet the new team, the third search team. They got this going on. They just introduced you to their new CEO. I wouldn't be shocked to see that's why the new CEO was brought in to quarterback this company, and Jared's fixing to step down, much like a Weinstein Miramax thing.
Right.
I
Well,
think
here's
that's
the other
possibly fixing to happen.
here's the other point that you have to look at. This is a person who's out there advocating for vulnerable people while he's actually a perpetrator. So this is the wolf in sheep's clothing that we all have to watch out for on these streets. Because think about it, what better of a perpetrator to be able to get in with the vulnerable, get in with the people that are victims. Like, this is even more dirty and smarmy when you and to think that I've again, this is one more person that I've brought in on a case. He worked they found Tammy Goff out of Montana.
Well, yeah, they found like what 30,
27
or something like that. So, I mean, it's really shitty that they're here. I got some people back here I didn't even see. Deets, you're still up here, baby. It's your devices are not connected, so you're still sitting in the back. Do you want me to take you out, or are you gonna come back up?
I'm so glad Deets is a woman, because I sure talk to that name in the chat like it's female. I always have.
I am really glad
I
that
wondered a
Deets
couple
is a
of times.
girl.
All right, we might need to send Willow out. He's talking creepy about these. I'm joking. I was always talking to Deets like a woman in the chat. I'm like, okay, Willow, maybe not a proper time.
Yeah.
Earth, are you up here?
Yeah. I'm just having some fun.
Texas, are you up here? Okay, all right. You guys are hiding underneath the screen. Okay, see, listen, I got my screen open like bigger to where I can see better, and so you guys hide underneath the.
You want me to change my picture back?
Bad Badger, what's up?
Hello.
How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
I have a
Deets, you're up here again.
Yes, thank you. I was watching and I had a few questions. I didn't know if I could ask them.
Give me 1 second, Badger. Deets, are you up here? Deets. 2 of your accounts are up here and they're both open. So I don't know if you want to come back on the one or you want to stick to this one or. Okay, well, one's gone, but you're still on here. You're muted though, okay? So I don't know. I'll just keep the banner up for right now. Bad Badger, what's your questions, babe?
Yes, I had a few. I came in a little late. Are you talking about Dolly Vision? Is that who the subject?
No.
matter is?
Well, we're talking about the allegation, the indictment is Jared from AWP has been indicted 2 days ago for child R-ing from 30 years ago, basically.
R.I.P. his cousin from 30 years ago, allegedly.
Yeah, but it's not alleged that he's indicted. He's actually been
So
indicted.
he is indicted, but I'm saying that he allegedly did this. I don't know. He hasn't been convicted. I don't know. So I just
And apparently it was a family member. It was apparently someone who was related to him, like a first cousin.
AWP is a YouTube channel, or
AWP has what is it, 3 million subs?
Yeah,
or something like that? And they do diving. Yeah, they do rescue like they go. No, I mean, like they go into the cars and they pull out cars that have been lost in the war, and they look for missing.
Adventures with Purpose.
Yes, Adventures with Purpose, Jared.
They most recently found Kylie Rodney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I see. Okay, I see how all this relates now. Thank you.
Also, I have a question for you, just to add a little levity to this whole thing. Why are you named Bad Badger?
Well, it started with Streamlabs, or not Streamlabs, StreamYards, when StreamYards first came out. I don't know if you guys remember. StreamYards is kind of new.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
But I was watching Honey Badger videos, and I couldn't think of anything quirky to do my handle when how you set up your StreamYards account.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I got one for you, Bad Badger. I saw a badger yesterday driving down the highway. Second badger I've ever seen in my life living out here where badgers live.
Wow.
An American badger or a honey badger?
No, an American, a real life badger. It ran across the road in front of me.
Yes, they're rare sightings.
Very rare. I've only seen 2 in my life.
Yes, good for you. I mean, most people die without seeing one ever.
Never seen one myself.
couple
Exactly.
on Wisconsin hoodies, but that's about it.
Nope.
I never.
They have
Okay,
a
so
triangular
I got a
shape.
question for you. I got a question for you. Do you follow true crime? Because you often come up here and you don't know what's going on or what we're talking about, but you want to be in the conversation.
Well, as of recent, I found out Dolly Vision's channel when they were out in front of the house a few days ago. I think maybe like 5 days ago, and
Oh
that's
yeah,
when I
yeah.
started diving into the rest of the live streamers and everyone else, and then you guys. But I have gone back and do some due diligence as far
Oh,
as
good deal. Good deal.
yes, as far as what happened within the last 3 weeks. I went back and looked at some of the local news videos, I believe.
Yep.
I do have more questions, but at this point, I think I mean, who cares what I have to ask? There's a lot of people
No, I
involved.
mean you can ask your questions, but do you
Hey,
take
just
full
go ahead.
liability? Do you take full liability for any future questions that might? I'm joking. That was a joke. For possible future lawsuits that might occur.
We like to talk shit over here. We like to, you know what I mean. We like to joke
Yeah.
around and talk shit. So we're just giving you some shit. That's all.
All right, no problem. Just make sure to
Yeah.
sign the disclaimer, the release form for.
Right.
Yeah, you signed it on the way out.
Yeah, you got to sign the release form.
Yeah, I found a video of the babysitter and Billy Joe having
Oh, they got into it. Yep.
Yeah,
Yes,
that was
yes.
a while ago too. That was a
Yeah.
couple.
That was like the kickoff of it, right when it all started. That's when everybody
That-
thought this was gonna be open and shut real quick,
Yep.
and it didn't happen that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting video. I didn't realize that the babysitter that was also watching Quentin Simon, I believe is the child's name.
Yeah, and another thing too, while you're up here while we're talking about that, I do want to mention she had Quentin 12 to 14 hours a day, every day, 7 days a week, and that's what Billy paid her to have him and keep the kids. She paid for him to have, keep the kids and have the kids while she was gone. So.
Yeah, have you watched any of Queen Bee's lives about? I mean, like if you haven't, you have a wild ride for the next month of lives to watch about this whole situation.
Okay, I might go back and watch some of that content.
You have enough content to last you probably until like September of next year.
Yeah.
Wow.
You would.
Okay.
You
I'll
would.
definitely be going back watching that.
But basically, to sum it up, that because of Dolly, Betty, and Molly, and everyone else, they have to actually enforce ordinance because Dolly assaulted someone and was arrested and thrown in jail for a little bit. And now he's out on bail because he assaulted a woman who had a blowhorn in front of the property.
That I watched
One
live.
was a verbal assault. This one was.
Yeah, he did it two
Actual
separate.
assault.
One was verbal, the other one was actual assault, like videotape, like it was clipped. And the idiot's actually the way that we got the evidence was because Jaundice for All, which is, I'm just gonna call him Jaundice from now on, basically videotaped it and actually provided everyone the evidence because he's such a genius.
And then he went and deleted it, but too bad we all had it screen recorded.
Yeah,
That's right.
Not only that, but listen to this. After that, they were so pissed off, they called the fucking cops on themselves, and that's when Dolly went to jail.
It's so beautiful.
And
It's so
Aileen
beautiful.
got the money shot.
Yep.
Sure did.
I like
There's-
that picture. I like that you keep showing that picture.
That's the Tragedy Pimp crew. Well, I don't know who this is in the little sweater and black pants. I don't know who she is.
Yeah, and I'm going to say he needs to
Part of
change
the
his.
camera crew, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Jaundice.
Tank top.
Yeah, Jaundice, no muscle shirts from now on. Wear
Yeah, please,
adult
please
adult
don't.
clothes. Adult clothes. You're 40 years old. Wear adult
Where
clothes.
was the muscles?
Yeah, I said the same thing. I was like,
Willow can pull off the muscle clothes, okay? Willow can pull it off.
He's
See, I'm
giving
that dude
Iggy
that-
Smalls a run for his money in the Potbelly era.
Like, see, I get away with it.
Voices?
because
He did not.
I'm a musician. We're allowed to look kind of drugged out and starved. It's kind of our thing as we look malnourished and hungry at all times. Like this, you can't wear a sleeveless shirt. Like, there's no real nice way to
Yeah,
say
he
it.
needs
You
to wear,
can't-
like-
You can't have that body type and wear that type.
he
shirt,
needs to
man.
wear like khakis and maybe a loose fitting shirt, like a
Yeah,
regular.
Jake from State Farm.
Yeah,
That's
basically,
right.
Jake
Yeah,
from
there you
State
go.
Farm. Yeah, basically, you're an
No,
adult. You're
he's
40 years old.
embracing his dad body. Yo, he is straight up embracing his role as Mr. Mom.
Well, that's
Right
why I
there.
started questioning the
That's
money in
true.
the car because nobody I've ever seen, and look, man, we got some pretty well-to-do friends that come to a lot of our shows. I know a couple celebrity buddies too. I got some celebrity friends. I don't actually know anybody that has a McLaren.
You're
but
living with
I
a
will-
celebrity. You're looking
You
at
know,
this, though.
Jaundice.
A single soul that has ever pulled up in a $900,000 car dress like
His
that.
husband is actually like a doctor, and I've
Yes.
heard rumors that he's very, very famous. Let's just say.
Very connected in our capital. Please,
Yeah.
please trust us when we tell you that, Willow.
Yeah, so don't worry. If we end up being like suicided, like accidentally
Look, I'm just
suicided,
gonna
it's
say
probably
it the
because of
nicest way
that.
possible.
We get
If I drive a $1
Epstein's.
million
Yeah.
We
car,
all know where it came from.
Yeah.
Wow.
if I'm a famous surgeon and I drive a $1 million car, I promise you I can fuck higher weight classes than that. Really? This is what I'm bringing home? Are you kidding me? You can suck my 24-karat cock. There's no way that I'm signing
Oh
off.
my God.
Are we talking about a different car than the Tesla?
No, he has a
Ma'am, he has a
McLaren.
McLaren. It's
Oh,
something.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm like,
Yeah.
his Tesla is an older model Tesla, and
Yes,
I can point out a few things.
I mean,
on
would
it,
you
but
would you let
Oh,
let
yeah.
Molly in your
Fuck no.
McLaren? Like really? Like would you allow
No,
Molly?
no.
No.
Please.
Shit on the seats with her
McLarens
juice diet.
Yeah.
Not
are
the way
so
she
expensive.
The only way that girl's driving in a car is if it was a Mercedes.
Yeah, I wouldn't let her.
Considering how much of a
Lambos
princess
look
she
cheap.
is.
I mean, there's a couple McLarens around here that I think there's 4 in the whole country, and 3 of them belong to Ralph Lauren. How in the hell is this asshole in one of them? Like, come on.
Well, that was your
really?
mistake. I could tell you, Willow, your mistake was you married for love, not for money. So that's
No,
probably
I apparently didn't marry for shit. She packed all her shit and is gone. I got stuck with a pig in a empty ass palace that's behind on every bill in this.
Yeah,
This here's the pig. Oh wait.
I'm
I'm
living the
going through the
American
big
dream.
D, and I don't mean Dallas.
Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at. All my exes live in Texas. I hope she'll never come back.
yes, Chris. He has a McLaren. His husband is a doctor. We all know this.
Yeah.
Hell, Willow, I got told on another channel I need to move the fuck out of this state by some other Texan. I'm like, who the fuck are you?
Why would you be told that?
Speaking
What
of
the
that,
hell?
I got a new game, and if you're bored, smoke you a joint and just do this today. Go to all these, crime channels that we love so dearly, and just read through their comment sections. And I'm going to tell you, they're not good, because speaking of our little McLaren driving minion over here, so go read his comment section. Look at all the ones pushed to the top that have the most likes. I'm so disappointed in you. I can't believe you went down there. That's all they say. And there's a couple in there that tell you how great he is and thanks for being the voice for this child and blah, blah. But look, they got 1 like, 2 likes. Look at the ones blasting him. 25, 35, 50 likes. Think the tribe has spoken. A lot of people aren't feeling this shit. Yeah.
Are you
in his comment
serious?
section. Yeah, a lot of people in his comment section ain't real happy that he went down there.
Hold up. Alexis P said, read Alexis P's comment. To yourselves, not out loud.
Thanks for the warning.
Okay, I need to go back.
Mackenzie Blue has it again. Don't, not out loud, to yourself.
Oh, God.
Okay, so we'll say allegedly, Alexis P said, allegedly, Aaron Carter, allegedly. We don't know if this is true or not, so we're going to say allegedly. Okay, allegedly.
I found it on TMZ.
Yeah,
if TMZ Aaron Carter died, that will be MGL's next money thing, since she swears she used to talk to him. But I think we can all be fair and say that I knew something would happen with him. I didn't know what, but I knew something would happen with him because he was TMZ is okay. TMZ is covering it. Okay, baby. All right. We were just trying to.
I found it on TMZ. I found it on TMZ.
People
Okay,
like to
so-
rag TMZ. TMZ is usually pretty on
Holy
point. If
shit,
they say
you
something-
guys. God damn. We've got all kinds of we're spilling all kinds of tea today.
I'm never coming on panel again. Damn, it just keeps happening over and over and
I
over.
was fixing to say, I can get to the bottom of that real quick because you can
Like-
find a whole bunch of streams of me with a bunch of Carterverse girls.
We're gonna find out like
Delicious.
we're
I know all
gonna
these cats.
we're gonna find out like aliens exist like literally midstream. We're gonna be like towards okay guys, and literally the alien shows up in the Washington D.C. and it's like
That happens. I'm out. I'm out.
that happens.
You guys, this is too much. This year's been another rough year. Look at all the celebrities that have passed.
Well,
Yeah, I guess.
everybody dies.
Yeah.
Willow.
All right, way to take my air out. Thanks.
I'm just saying, everybody.
Look at this.
I
Look at the
know,
80-year-old
like
guy.
nobody gets out alive. I get it. I
Okay.
get it.
Hold on. I was going to say, I left the screen for a second and my stuff just went all weird. So it just like froze up. I just want to let you guys know if it sticks, that's why. That's what's going on. But I'm going to flip this
That's a
TMZ
good
article on real quick. We're going to read it real fast. Hold on.
That's a good defense, Queen. If we ever get sued, you go, I was not even there. I was kicked out of the stream. Blame those motherfuckers.
Just
Done.
blame the white overlay, like what happens on mine.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna blame the dude with the pig.
Yeah. Blame the pig. The pig is probably got more money than all of us here. So.
Hold on, Willow. Where'd you go? You ain't even up here. What the fuck happened?
Oh, I can't
what
even
happened to
ask
that
him?
motherfucker?
Yeah, he's not even up here. I've been up here. Been up
I've
here
been
talking
talking
about
to him,
how
he
long
won't
he's been
answer.
gone.
No wonder.
Okay, so here, let's go. We're on the TMZ because we have to cover our Bumblebee baby in the chat just to make sure. But here it says, okay, TMZ says Aaron Carter dead at 34.
Damn.
Man,
Wow.
it's a nice camper van.
Aaron Carter has died. TMZ has learned. The singer turned rapper and actor was found dead Saturday at his house in Lancaster. Multiple sources tell us Aaron's body was found in his bathtub. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ they received a 911 call at 11 a.m. Saturday that a male had drowned in the tub. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ homicide detectives have been dispatched to the scene, but we have no information or evidence of foul play. It's standard operating procedure for homicide detectives to investigate such death scenes. And that's outside of his house there. So
his poor parents and his brother. He has a child.
Him and his brother don't even speak, and he just had a baby. Baby's what, about a year old now, maybe? I'm not even sure how old he is, but this is awful. Jesus, you guys. This is a hell of a Saturday, ain't it?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, so you know what? Now they can leave Billy and the neighbors alone. Y'all got enough fucking content to run for months, okay? Months.
Yeah, I'm figuring people are gonna people are probably gonna follow the whole trial with Jared. They'll probably look because he's gonna
Hell yeah, he's got a big following. We probably will, honestly.
Yeah, that's just crazy. That's the most craziest thing I've ever heard, honestly, on this whole thing. I've never heard anything like even Ryan. Like that's nothing in comparison to this, to be honest with you.
Right. Yep. That's.
Hey, Queen, can we smoke him if we got him?
Yeah, fucking right. I'm like fired up right
No,
now.
you know, my say don't smoke. We can't endorse drug usage in here. You know, Dolly says
cover your ears, baby.
Yeah, Dolly doesn't endorse drug usage. He says that's what happens when you're on drugs, when he refers to people and doesn't realize he's smoking weed himself and it's a drug.
I think there's a lot
It's
more
a plant
going on in that crew than, you know.
Yeah, like Molly's literally eating. She's like talking about multiple pills she's eating for weight loss. Like
I can't believe that. That's crazy as hell to me, you guys. That he's.
What, the Jared thing?
Dude.
No, Jared, all of it.
Yeah, well, MGL claimed at one point that she was that man's life coach. So
you know, it'd be like what like Betty would probably. Like, I'm probably gonna give Betty ideas. Yeah, like you try to protest Jared. She's probably going to do that once this runs out. She's like, I'm going to protest AWP now.
Protesting Jared.
They're going to see like all of them stand out in front of Jared's house.
Hold on, I'm play this for a sec.
Months of a lot of turmoil and back and forth. But at this point, I think that I've got it under control. I'm doing everything that I need to do, and just focusing on my music, which is what I love. It's my passion. And really just
turn on the closed captions.
Taking care of my aftercare, and
which consists of what? The care. You're doing what you have to do.
So
what does that mean?
So basically, a lot of people in the news, there's hundreds of posts from media, and they all said, that I'm in rehab, right? That's not what's happening.
You're not in rehab.
No, I'm not in rehab. I'm in an outpatient program that is just meetings. So it's NA meetings, you know, AA meetings, just so the judge can see that I'm taking care of my aftercare, almost coming up on 5 years clean.
But does it help?
This interview was done on September 12th, 2022. So not even a month or two ago, 6 weeks ago, he did this interview and is claiming to be clean. So we know that's a lie.
He's looking really rough there.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
Very
well, we were sitting here talking to you and didn't even know you were.
Well, no,
I blamed everything on your pig. Sorry.
No, every day it does it at least once. Like StreamYard is totally
It
shut down
kicks
on me.
me
Like,
out too.
Just totally just shut down.
It's actually the plan.
All right, Willow.
Plan.
While you're here, motherfucker, you should have been on here earlier with Uncle Will. And do you know who? I'm sure you do. You know who Mike Hatred is?
Oh yeah, I know Mike.
Oh yeah. Well, you would have been a good.
I went over and looked at Mike's videos. He's a little cute self.
he lives about like throughout this YouTube thing. We discovered like when he was kind of going back and forth with Sly Black. Some things went down.
See, these are all people I have no idea about.
Well, they were gonna meet in public and fight, and then when they got like in public, I'm like, I know where that tattoo studio is. It's like 15 minutes up the road from me. So like, come to find out, Hatred only lives like literally 10, 15 minutes up the road from me. I know where it is.
All right, I'm gonna play this again. Okay, I'm gonna finish it out.
Does he aftercare? Does it help? I'm using
being an addict, you have triggers all the time and triggers around you, and it was helpful. I agreed with the judge. I thought I think what he.
Do you need rehab? Like serious rehab?
No, not at all.
Okay.
For what?
Clean 5 years.
Clean 5 years. I don't really smoke weed anymore.
And the cops were here the other night.
Yeah, the cops were here. Yeah, I called.
And what?
Okay,
you called.
Yeah, I called the cops.
What happened?
She wouldn't leave. She was, trying to trigger me and to,
into reacting.
Yeah, into reacting and arguing and saying really foul things, and we're broken up. We've been broken up. And
was your child here at the time?
No.
Okay.
So they did say in the reports, but I never saw Prince here. So there was a picture of Melanie walking out of the house, but what she would do is break into the back window, or just walk in the house freely whenever she wants. And I personally feel like I deserve a better girl because I'm a Southern kind of traditional raised Southern Baptist Catholic kid,
Mm-hmm.
And now it's just time to focus on being single, focus on my aftercare, focus on my son. And
your son is how old?
My son is 9 months.
9 months. And where's he right now?
He has the temporary custody is with Melanie's mother because she lost temporary custody.
You both lost custody.
Yeah, I lost it first, and then she lost temporary custody. I lost it just because I own guns. So.
Would you give up your guns for your child?
Give up anything.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it looks
You see how it just did that? Did the volume cut out for you guys?
Yes.
Yeah, somebody clicked the as soon as you click the link, the StreamYard link,
okay.
It fucks with it. I don't know what just happened, but it's fucking weird.
Yeah, it was happening during. I seen it flashing a little bit once in a while.
Yeah, it does it. It fucks with it, and it knocks people off the panel, and now my volume's fucked up and shit. So it's
It does it for me too if I get a call. If I get a call while I'm in StreamYard, I have to bounce out and come back because the volume will never come back right. I have to.
Well, yeah, if you get a call, you definitely got to. Yeah, for sure.
Zoom is really bad about it too because we were using Zoom. Like I've had a Zoom account, like a paid actual Zoom account for 6-7 years, long before COVID was a thing. Like it was just kind of what we did.
In the back, can you just email him? That'd be better. That would be a lot better. It's a lot easier for me to get him that way. I'm talking in the private chat. There's somebody that, you know what I mean? I appreciate that.
It was playing fine on my side, Queen.
This is the second child,
Yeah,
right?
it played fine for me too, Voices.
Was it? You guys didn't lose volume, or like it didn't go down for you guys?
No, I didn't lose volume at all.
I
Oh,
absolutely
God,
am
that should
saying
be on
none of
my
that.
end because as soon as this, StreamYard is so weird though, and I'm so not tech savvy at all. I just
It's okay. You do the dude for somebody who claims not to be tech savvy.
She's pretty
You
good
do
at it.
pretty fucking
Yeah.
good at
She's
it.
pretty good
Well,
at
I'm
it.
learning. I've been learning. I've been trying to even when I'm not on here. That girl's been helpful though. She helps me with everything.
Oh, can
I
we
do
take a
it.
minute? Can we take a minute and appreciate her? Like, I got a newfound respect for that girl when I watched some of
Yeah,
her
she's
videos.
amazing, and she's got a good channel too. She keeps her graveyard kind of calm, cool, collective. She don't let no bullshit ride out over there either. She likes it.
It's a standing joke with me. People ask all the time, why don't I stream more? Why don't I do more? And I finally just came out and said it because I don't have a co-host anymore. Like, I am extremely boomer when it comes to, I don't want to have to do anything.
You get going and you get off on a tangent, you'll forget what you were talking about. We got to rein you in a little bit sometimes.
Willow, anytime you want to co-host,
He's
let
our
me know.
boy.
I need a button pusher. Like, I don't mind doing the grunt work. I will go out and clip the stories I want. I will go out and timestamp all the little pieces that I want. And instead of having to share 9 screens, I really wish I had a clip channel that would just clip me my whole thing for the whole show. Like, just clip it and put it on one thumb drive, one file where I can just go through it. That way it keeps me
He
on
wants
top.
a that girl.
Right,
I'll
I
come
got
help
you. Okay, so look,
anytime,
I got
Willow.
you. We're gonna start. If you want to help Willow, you need to email me and we'll go through the applications. Me and you, Willow. We got this.
That's what I need, man. I just need
somebody
somebody.
good.
I need a Jamie, what Joe Rogan has. I don't mind you chiming on the conversation, Phil. Absolutely. I don't want you to sit there and not say anything.
Well, see,
Feel
and that's
free
the
to chime
thing
in
is
anytime you
everybody's
want.
channel's different.
I just need somebody to organize what I'm about to talk about. I will go and find it. I will lay out all the timestamps. I just need somebody to clip it and put it on one thing. Because if I just share a live video, I will ramble on for a whole other direction. That live
Willa,
video will
it
pull me.
sounds like you're trying to interview for secretary, and I'm just going to jot this down in my notes because that's probably going to be a breakup I want to clip later. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Carry on.
That's gonna be for
Oh,
sure.
that's gonna
But
be a
let's
shit
get back
show.
on topic because we're getting off topic again, and we need to get back right back over to it again. Shit, we be getting off topic. I'm waiting on these court docs. That's really what I want. I want the ones straight from the courthouse because that's if they're straight from there, then I don't mind putting them up. But I want to make sure that they are legit right from the courthouse. I don't want to fuck around with no screenshots, no Reddits, no bullshit. I want no.
Yeah.
I need that shit straight from the fucking courthouse.
This is the second child, right? Am I right about that? Because somebody in the chat, is this not the second child that family's lost? Didn't their sister die a couple years ago?
Yes.
So this is the second child. So God almighty, that's horrible for the family, dude.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Aaron Carter.
Aaron Carter's
Wait.
sister.
Oh, oh yes, I died. Oh yes.
I can't remember her name, but yeah, she passed away a couple years ago and she was like 26, 27. She was pretty young.
Damn.
And then
hold on, Earth, are you back here? Is this you, baby? You back here? You up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was kicked off when you pulled up the.
Here,
I was kicked off when you pulled up the article.
Hi.
Oh, you were reading. Okay, I didn't know. I was just
Yeah.
I know I got one. So I know I got one of my girls back here dropping links for me, but I can't. Oh, okay. I see. Okay, I see what you're saying. Here.
Yeah, when you pulled up the article, I was kicked.
Oh, fuck you. Okay, so it must have been you, Willow, and me. Oh, I didn't get kicked. I was
Uh-huh.
just trying to move around, but my StreamYard's acting funky, and then my volume went out when I pulled you guys up. Well, it went out for me. It didn't go out for you guys. Nobody else heard it, but I did.
You know what? The problem is you haven't talked about the Turtle King enough, and StreamYard doesn't like that. You need to talk more about the Turtle King.
Oh, I bet you're right. I bet you're right.
YouTube's algorithm is not liking that we are not promoting the Turtle King.
The Turtle King.
You know, he's out there doing they're out there doing God's work and all.
You almost slipped up and said they're out there doing drugs.
We need to find the video where Uncle Will pulls
Don't
up
be
there, 'cause
putting
I wanna
words in
see
my
it.
mouth, allegedly.
Where's what?
There's a video that Mike is putting out. Mike Hatred, he's putting out a video where Uncle Will pulls right up on Betty while she's recording. While she's doing her live for her 20 minutes. She's out there, eBay.
Yeah, I can just jump off and go clip it.
Yeah,
Well, I sent you the link to her view of it, but You're saying he's gonna send his.
Yeah, no, yeah, we want to hear his. We want to hear what he said because you can't hear it on her side of the camera. You can just see him pull up, but he has the recording from his side where you can actually hear the entire conversation. Because on her side, she's trying to say that he pulled up and was trying to pick her up, and he was trying to, take her and do whatever. No, he was actually just asking her if she wanted to go on a search for Quentin, and she's like, no, we're not interested right now at this time, but you were interested the other day when you jumped on the back of that four-wheeler and said, and then the guy slipped up and said, well, I forgot to tell Dolly this. Yeah, I already knew it was one of your little friends, and you guys were making up that whole fucking story.
Well, Queen,
She wishes he was picking her up.
You might have to wait a little while because, like you say,
it does take a little bit. Yeah.
Uncle Will, he's a little bit behind you on.
Well, and he works too, doesn't he? Work all day.
Say what?
He said he works all day, so he doesn't get a chance to do it till he gets home. So it'll probably be later.
He was in Georgia this morning, but he's on a learning curve with all this shit.
Right. I gotcha. So it may not. Okay, so guys, it may not be out till later tomorrow, but I know Mike Hatred was going to put it out too. So somebody will have it. We'll link it, or I'll share it in the community tab or something. You know what I mean? But I know Dietz does a good job too. She's good.
Oh, yeah, that girl's awesome.
I know she's an amazing channel for real. You guys, all y'all do amazing.
There's so many awesome channels out there.
Anybody get to see? Did anybody get to see Rap's clown that he sent out?
Yeah, I see the I see the clown.
He did a clown.
Yes, she got shut down by the damn clown. She shut her stream off. Uncle Will pulled up, and then the clown showed up, and she shut her stream off. She was pissed.
Oh my God, I love it. I love it.
Can somebody show her side of it before we see Will's? I ain't seen it.
Where you been? Come on, I gave you my heart so you can follow me everywhere. That's what you were supposed to do.
Hold on. I know you guys be diddy bopping. You guys, I'll see you guys over in different chats and different panels, and I'm like, what? Shit, you know these people too, girl.
Who?
Oh,
you guys, I see you in Texas. Diddy bopping all over. Willow.
Oh no, that's me and Willow.
I'm in so many different communities, like no joke. Like
I know.
am heavily plugged into the Carterverse. Like I'm very involved with another channel. I won't even mention it here because it is absolute trash fire TV. Like you have to have no filter here.
Nothing.
Like but it's grown pretty damn outrageously in size. However, it's a lot of Carterverse people. Whole lot of Carterverse people.
I met Texan here. I met Willow somewhere else.
Yeah, I get around. Like, I'm telling you, I'm asshole deep in 4 or 5 communities that are pretty bad.
You're a channel hoe, Willow.
Willow is a channel hoe. He's the OG.
Yes, he is. I know he is.
It's also been my problem with my channel, though, is everybody's constantly hitting me up. You know, people, like, people sub to the channel, and they're just like, well, what exactly do you do? I'm like, it just depends. Like, it depends on the day. Like, some days you could come in, I could be ranting about politics and college football. Some days it could be about true crime. Some
Willow, why don't we call it Willow's Variety?
I almost want to do like a news show, like an actual segment where I have like 4 or 5 major topics. Here's the meat and potato mid segment, and then do like a 20-30 minute call in at the end and call it a day, like a 90-minute stream.
That would be
I'll
perfect.
do it 3 times a week. 3 times a week.
There you go.
And that's it. But that means I absolutely have to have a co-host. I absolutely have to have somebody else kind of quarterback the button pushing. And in the beginning, it started because I had shitty internet. Now I actually have really good internet. I just I'm lazy. I have a shitty work ethic, and I'm just not very tech savvy when it comes to OBS and
shit. I'm not either. And I don't even like that.
You're looking at the wrong person.
OBS, and I don't fuck with it. I just don't.
I used to always use OBS.
Oh, and hold on, Denise. I got your pictures. I got the 2 pictures you sent of the sunset. Those are very pretty. Logan's mom. What'd you say here? Hold on. I just got here. Did you hear Aaron Carter? Yeah, we went over that. We just went over that and had it up on the screen for a little while. It's really sad, man, because I think he struggled with an addiction, and it was awful. I think it was all. I think he really struggled, to be honest with you.
He struggled for a very long time. Well, I wouldn't say a very long time, but for a while.
Oh God,
very well.
Giving Tennessee hell, boy. Speaking of college football, Yeah, I don't. I mean, like I said, I do hate it happen, but I don't think anybody who knows anything about that kid can say they're outrageously shocked. I mean, I don't think you can be. He constantly claimed that he was sober, but every time he would claim that he looked hammered. I mean, I don't know. It's weird, sad, hate it, but
Shit, I used to listen to the Backstreet Boys when I was young.
see, I was never good looking enough to pull the boy band thing, so I had to learn how to play guitar and drums and various instruments because you got to. And I can't dance for shit either. I have like no rhythm sense when it comes to that. Or maybe I'm just unflexible.
Okay, y'all. I got a question here. Do you guys? Oh, she said it was lightning 5 hours away, and you caught that on film.
Whoa.
That was, yeah. I was gonna say it. Actually, the only one I really seen was the picture you sent me with the sunset. Okay, so I was gonna log in to this website and the Utah whatever website here and put in the username and password so we can go over them. Now that's my thing. Do you guys want to go over these, B-Tim? Should we or should we wait? Should I start a new live and just go over the documents with AWP stuff so it's all in one place, or should we do it here? What do you guys think? Help me out. Give me some opinions here. Let me know.
I get why people do the separate lives. I personally never used to do it. I would just have somebody clip it and just bust them into segments, but that's kind of if you feel like.
Well, yeah, but we're going on a 4-hour live, and some people have a hard time. We bounced all
Yeah,
over.
I think probably better off to break it up because the title says Betty and eBay.
Yeah,
It might
from
be
the
better to
Hecklers
check it
and
out.
stuff. Okay, so that's what we'll
Hey,
do then.
wait.
I
I gotta run down and grab a case of soda anyways, so I'll just start a new live, and if y'all want to come back and talk about AWP, we'll be here, and if you don't,
Okay.
you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, I know it's a trigger warning for some people, but that way, you know what I
totally
mean?
want in.
Documents up. I want to, we're gonna go over them. We're gonna see what's up.
I'd be more
Hey,
than willing to
Queen.
come back if you'd have me.
All right. Well, we'll be here.
If you'll have me.
You know what? Well, let's see. It's 3:27 here. I'll meet you back 30 minutes, 4 o'clock my time, 30 minutes, whoever's time. So about 30 minutes, and I'll meet y'all back here then.
All right.
Hey,
Thanks,
Queen.
Queen. I appreciate it.
Hi, guys.
Bye,
Queen.
chat. Bye, guys.
Hey, Queen.
Yeah, we
there's
can
a court TV about Debbie Collier's son speaking out.
Okay. All right. We'll
Do you want me
check
to watch
that out.
it?
Like I said, we're not going to do it right this second or right now. That's why I'm going to make a whole different live so we can focus just on the AWP stuff. And then we'll go on to, you know what I mean? Because we need to change subjects anyways. And I need to get my mind off the whole Savannah, Georgia thing for right now. So I think it'll help with everybody to switch lanes, But yeah, we'll go over Debbie. We'll make a live and do Debbie Collier updates because I want to talk about that too. And I know there's a lot of people who want updates, and then you can help with that too and send me some stuff over. And you know what I mean? I'll have you come up and we'll go over it.
Gotcha. All right. I'll be back in 30.
All right. Sounds good, baby doll. We'll see you in a little bit. Jackson, I'll see you here in a little bit. And chat, I'll see you all here in just a little bit. I'm going to go grab some soda. Make sure you get your sodas. Thank you. Oh, you know what? Thank you, Deets. And if you want to come back, we would love to have you. I was going to pull them up. I know that you read over them and stuff. So, like I said, it's a lot of people came in and we bounced all over. So this live has a little of this, a little of that, a little of this, a little of that. So we'll make a new one and we'll go from there, y'all. Meet you back in 30. Bye, guys.
I've been on my own for 3 weeks now. I've been drinking every single bottle, Jim Beam down. You say I'm crazy, but I think you're just mad. You say I'm wild. What's so bad about that? Baby, we were good, like white wine going down. But only the whiskey can save me now. me down. There's love in that bottle that I'm drinking down, drowning a heartache since you walked out. Only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now. Even the preacher, he says he can't help me. I've been singing praise the Lord, hallelujah, but it don't set me free. You say I'm crazy, but I think you're just mad. You say I'm wild, but what's so bad about that? I've been seeing old lovers, but they can't keep the memories out. Oh, only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now. Oh, I walk a straight line, but it only brings me down. There's love in that bottle that I'm drinking down, drowning a heartache since you walked out. Only the whiskey can save me now. Only the whiskey can save me now.